Hi besties, my name is Liv and welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you are here. I hope you are having an amazing day or evening or night whenever you are seeing this. This is a timeless tarot, so whenever you are clicking on this, this is meant for you, alright? So before we get into the video today, I do want to let y'all know that I did start a Patreon, which I am so excited about. The handle is the same as my YouTube and my Instagram, which is Liv's Light, or you can scroll down to my description and click on the link and it should be easy peasy and right there for you. And again, that's not required, but it is something fun that I do. You get early access to all of the videos you see here. You also get a monthly vlog once a month, every single month, and you get bonus spiritual content all the time. So it's something fun. It's a good vibe. So definitely check it out if you're interested. And I do want to let you know that my private readings are closed as of right now. So if you hear anything besides that, please let me know and do not get scammed. All right, the world is a crazy place right now. Just don't get scammed, okay, cuties? So today we are doing a fan favorite here on this channel, which is an angel number message. I am so excited about this. I did this on a whim last time and so many of you loved it and I really enjoyed making it. So I'm excited to do another one. And I wanted to go ahead with that chakra theme because I'm going to be so honest with y'all. I don't have white index cards and I didn't have enough to do solid color. So Spirit spoke and they said we're going back to the chakras. So we're going to tune into both chakras and angel numbers for this reading. I still don't know too much about chakras. So we're going to be using this book here, which is the Key to Chakras. And again, all of the decks and books I use will always be linked down below. So if you want to check them out yourself, you definitely can. So we are just tuning into a very high vibrational message from Spirit. What do they need to say? I'm not tuning into anything specific. They might talk about career, relationships, home life, family life, love life, whatever it looks like for you, whatever you are asking about, tune in, baby, okay? But I'm going to give y'all some time with some meditation music. I wanted to let you know I skipped everything. My brain is like all over the place today. Reverse. Let me back up. I forgot to tell y'all about the piles. We have 3 different piles here for you today. We have pile number 1, which is 222, and also the color green if that resonates with you. We have pile number 2, which is 717, and also the color yellow if that resonates with you. And then pile number 3, 1111, and the pink color pink if that resonates with you. If you are new to pick a cards, you can pick in a plethora of ways. If you like the number 222, 717, or 1111, you can pick based off of those. If you like the numbers 1, 2, or 3, you can pick based off of the pile number. You can scroll down to the description and see if your lucky number is next to the time code for the pile, or you can see if there's there's just so many ways to do it. You can also listen to the entire video and then just pick apart what works for you and put it together and create a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell reading for you, okay? Whatever it looks like for you, whatever works for you. Just please remember that this is fun. This is guidance. This is guidance. This is not end all be all. If you do not like something that I say, that's okay. Take it and throw it away. All right, if it doesn't resonate, don't keep it. No worries. No worries. The message I'm trying to get across to you right now is to be gentle to yourself, be easy on yourself, and just vibe out, all right? So I'm going to give you cuties some time with some meditation music to chill out and vibe out and pick your pile, and I will see you for your pile pick. All right, pile number 1 with angel number 222. Before we get started, I'm going to read this number for you guys. I'm sorry if my audio sounds weird. I'm reading it like to the side. Bear with me for 1 second, all right? I am using the website Sacred Scribes Angel Numbers. This is Joanne Sacred Scribes, and she's my favorite. I really like her and her angel numbers, so that's who we are reading today. Angel number 222 tells you that everything will turn out for the best long term. Yes, please. Do not put your energies into negativity, and be aware that all is being worked out by spirit for the highest good of all involved. Yes. Angel number 222 is also reminding you to keep up the good work you are doing, as the evidence of your manifestations are coming into fruition. Angel number 222 is a message of faith and trust from your angels. Remember that nothing happens by chance and everything happens for a reason. Maintain a positive attitude and you will find that everything will have positive results and will receive abundant blessings in divine right timing. So bestie, if you've lately been feeling like things are just not working out, or maybe even manifesting, and you're like, God, why is it not coming to me? Like, why am I struggling so much to receive my manifestations? This is a reminder that it's on its way to you. It's on its way to me, okay? It's on its way to me. Sing it, make it yours, bestie. It's on its way to you. This is confirmation from your angels and your guides that you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. You're going after what it is you're called to do. So just embrace that energy and understand that you are divinely guided, all right? And your guides are just giving you a lot of encouragement. So I feel like y'all's message is going to be a hype message, and I'm ready to see it. If you've been manifesting something, if you've been wanting a career change, you've been wanting to move homes or locations or anything like that, and you're feeling fearful or you're feeling doubtful or whatever it looks like for you, this is confirmation that all will work out long term. We just have to keep that positive attitude. And I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer about that, because I know that can be really frustrating to hear, like, oh my gosh, is she really telling me to have like a positive attitude? I'm struggling so bad right now. How dare she? I totally understand. Okay, so if that bothers you, like I always say, throw it away. But I want to kind of give you a different perspective on something real quick, if you allow. Okay, so think about it this way. I fully believe that we are allowed to feel our emotions in their entirety: anger, frustration, sad, happy, hungry, angry, other emotions, whatever it looks like, okay? I feel like we're fully allowed to feel those, but it's about not choosing to sit in them. You know how there's a point in your life where, or a point in your day even, where you kind of feel this energy where you're like, I could choose to like let this go, release and forgive, but I'm choosing to be upset. I feel like that's kind of the energy that they're just warning you of, right? Like, they're not saying don't feel your feelings. They're not saying don't be upset or don't be frustrated, but don't choose sadness or frustration or anger, because that is going to attract more of it to you, okay? Again, if you don't resonate with this, that's totally okay. But if we're looking at it from the terms of like law of attraction or manifestation, so to speak, what we think does really come back to us. What we put out there does come back to us. So if we're constantly thinking, my life sucks, manifestations are never coming to me, I'm broke, I'm unhappy, I'm single, I don't want to be, like, everything is going horrible for me, we end up attracting more of that. However, that doesn't mean that we don't have rough days. I was just having the roughest day, maybe like the roughest week, where I was just in such a low vibrational headspace, worrying about money, worrying about, you know, relationships, like not my couple relationships, but like my friendships, and worrying about who I am as a person, and just worrying. And again, that was attracting more of that to me, full transparency. But I couldn't see that at the time. So I had to let myself feel my feelings. I had to ride that out. And then once I got to a point where I was able to release it, I decided to say, you know what? Even if everything sucks, I'm going to try my best to make today enjoyable for me. I'm not saying that that means that you choose happiness 24/7 and everything's always happy and la-di-da, but it's about choosing, like, you know what? I'm going to make today enjoyable for me. What does that look like? What would make me happy today? Create more of that positive energy in your space and in your life, okay? Now we're going to tune into the chakras here. Let's see what the green chakra is. As y'all know, I still don't know about chakras. We are learning though. Let's see. Okay. Heart chakra. Fun. Let's see, where is it? All right, heart chakra, the color is green. That's right, this one's funny and it says the color is heart, but it meant to say the color is green. The meaning is unstruck. Center of the chest is where it's located. The element associated is air. All right, let's see. The main focus of the heart chakra is love and connection. Love, trust, gratitude, forgiveness, compassion, kindness, healing, and equanimity are positive qualities, and underactive signs can often lead to heart or breathing issues like asthma, sleep apnea, immune disorders, underactive thymus, emphysema, colds or pneumonia, or lonely or antisocial. Overactive signs are ones that always put others first, people pleasing, or lung cancer, and allergies. The best way of healing for your heart is hugs, emotional freedom technique, breath work, Ho'oponopono, and Reiki. Ho'oponopono is one of my favorite techniques of all time. If you don't know what it is, Google it on YouTube. It changed my life forever. 12 out of 10 could recommend. All right. So your heart chakra is all about love and connection, about tuning into what it is you are feeling. Okay, bestie? So if you're wanting to manifest anything that has to do with relationships or just getting to a better place with yourself, also heart chakra is a center of healing from what I have learned personally. And I think that that is very important to think about as well, because if you have a heart chakra block, from my own very personal experience, that was the book, sorry cuties, from my own very personal experience, if we have a blocked heart chakra, it will result in a lot of like physical ailments as well. Like I've had a lot of physical pain when I have not addressed my heart chakra. I'm actually feeling a lot of pain in my heart chakra, the back energy of it. So if you are also feeling that, let's breathe through it real quick, since it did talk about breath work. I'm feeling some pain, so I might be tuning into some cuties out there, okay? So let's just tune into some breath work real quick. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths together, okay? Breathe in. And breathe out and release what is not serving you. Breathe in love and high vibrational energy. And release what is not serving us. One more in. And out. Shake it out, 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 okay? Shake it out, my love. Ooh, I felt that. I was definitely tuning into someone, okay? Interesting. All right, so starting right off the bat, we are starting with the Work Your Light Oracle cards. As again, all will be linked down below, and then we're going to move into the tarot, and then we're going to move into some more oracle cards and get our messages, okay? So if you do like to work with angels, you can also work with angels as well. There are so many wonderful ones to work with, but if you're wanting to use and work with your heart chakra, I would really recommend Archangel Raphael. He is absolutely amazing to work with when it comes to the heart chakra, and he provides a ton of healing. So if you are wanting to work with angels, since you picked an angel number video, and you are wanting to work on your heart chakra or just wanting to connect with it more, Archangel Raphael is an amazing angel and guide to really work with. So starting right off the bat, for your main energy here, you got Council of Light, Divine Orchestra, Helpers in the Subtle Realm. I think that this is really interesting, because if you've been feeling like you're alone lately, this is the card and the reminder that you are truly not alone. Like you are not alone in any way, shape, or form. As much as it may feel like we are in this 3-dimensional world, you have a whole council of guides on your side. This is a card of a very powerful spiritual team, like a very powerful spiritual team. And if you're not feeling that way, baby, trust me, they are there. They are wanting to connect with you. They're wanting to vibe with you. We have to allow them to come in. We have to invite them in order for them to kind of work with us. Let's see. Pile number 1, angel number 222. Any messages from spirit? Any messages from spirit that you have to say to me for pile number 222, pile number 1, pile number 222. Deep replenishment, rest, retreat, be held. Okay, so going back to the Council of Light real quick, because I got distracted by my camera and I wanted to say this as well. The Council of Light are great people to call on when you are needing assistance of any kind. So if you're needing assistance when it comes to, let's say, career, if you're needing assistance when it comes to relationships, if you're needing assistance when it comes to just even allowing yourself to rest and retreat, if you are feeling alone or if you are feeling abandoned, is a loud message I am getting here with the Star Mother as well. Please call on your councils of light and understand that they are all there for you. You also got, oh my God, this is so, okay, so these are the cards that were laying right here. This just broke my brain. You literally got the Keepers of the Earth card. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. I am really tuning into feelings of abandonment, bestie. I don't know what's going on, but that is loudly what I am tuning into here for you. It's just this feeling of feeling abandoned, maybe by your spiritual guides, maybe just in this three-dimensional earthly realm. I feel like you're just feeling this energy of you don't have anyone, you're alone, you know, etc. What is not serving you. Like I get that energy. I feel that energy, and I feel like it's just been very overwhelming for you. And this is again a reminder that you are on a path that is going to maybe be a little bit hard because of the 2 222. You're pushing through, right? Like this was not an immediate satisfaction. This thing that might be tiring or exhausting, and maybe you made a choice or you made a step and now you're sitting in a little bit more loneliness or whatever it looks like for you. But you are so freaking surrounded by guides, deities, angels that want to work with you, that want to support you, that want to uplift you. Your ancestors want to work with you. And again, if you're listening to this and you're like, Liv, I've been fine, like this is not for me. Even if you're not feeling lonely, you still have guides on your side. If you need help at any time, your guides are screaming to say, please tap me in, okay? Think about it like that game. I don't know why it's slipping my name right now, but you know that game where someone holds a stick and it's like a relay race, and then you can't, that's what it's called, a relay race, and you can't, the other person cannot go until you tag them in, until you hand them the rod, or until you high five them. If you just go and you don't tag them in, they can't go, right? They can't continue running. And that's what I'm seeing here for you, is like you are going on your own, you're going on your own, and you're like, I need help, but you're not actually like calling your guides into you. And again, we live in a world with free will. So if we don't invite our guides to us, they cannot intervene, right? And so that's something to kind of remember, is that when you're going on this relay race, tag them in, give them the rod, pass them the rod, or give them a high five and be like, all right, tag, you're it, please help me out, because they want to help you, especially with Star Mother there as well. Oh my goodness, baby. Star Mother, I'm going to read that card for you because every time I read it, it gets me in my feels, and I feel like I cannot word it though as well as it's written. Like it is just so incredibly beautiful that I need y'all to experience the way it's written, okay? It's truly one of a kind. Keepers of the Earth, I have never once pulled this card before. I actually kind of want to read it. You are so supported and you do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers both in this world and of the earth who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you have already done and are ready to work through. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It is time to increase your capacity to receive support in the physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you in your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go it all alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you in your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receiving more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. This is so powerful with that heart chakra, because the heart chakra is about being vulnerable, opening yourself up and saying, okay, I don't have to do this all alone. I can ask for help. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, you don't have to do this alone. All right, you have guides everywhere that can help you. You have guides everywhere that can help you, guide you, encourage you, and teach you. You have 3 different cards of people who are wanting to work with you. Your ancestors are loud. Your ancestors want to connect with you and work with you. I have not watched this show in seriously 3 years, but I can't shake these visuals that I'm getting of it, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender. And this literally gives me like Aang vibes, right? The ancestors that went before him, when they were the Avatar and then he became the Avatar, they are all there. Can he see them in the 3-dimensional world? Not always, right? He cannot always see them. They're not physically there, but it doesn't mean he's alone. He can always connect. He can always tune in and ask them for guidance. And that's a similar message I'm getting here for you as well. Council of the Light, same thing. You are incredibly, incredibly supported, and they're just waiting. I literally get this energy that your ancestors, your Council of Light, that's not like 1 or 2 guides, bestie. That's a whole freaking plethora of guides and deities that are ready to work with you and are ready to reach out to you, and they're wanting you to kind of like ask them for help so they can get you to there. You also got the Awakening card here, which represents energetic upgrades and a new way of being and integration. I think that this is going to come from, 1, you keep going on the path you're going on, 222, but also asking for help, because when we start to communicate with our angel guides or our ancestors or our spirit guides, our whole freaking world changes. No joke. Like, it literally changes so much. I just started consciously in the year of 2021, in January of 2021, consciously for the first time, working with my guides, and my life completely changed. Like, literally completely changed, unrecognizable, because once you actually ask them for help and once you start working with them, your life is going to shift and change in a beautiful way. And that's probably going to push you to an awakening. Maybe you're not even that comfortable or familiar with working with spirit guides yet, or maybe you hear all this and you're like, that's crazy, I don't see all this support. Start small then. Start with just your ancestors, all right? Start with your great-grandmothers, your great-grandfathers, or going back even farther and connecting with them and asking them to guide you, asking them for help, asking them for connection, and just seeing what it is they have to offer you, seeing what it is they have to say, and really tuning in and tapping into that, all right? I was just wanting to shuffle for some reason, and you also got the Trust Your Path card, which is literally the meaning of 222. This card always makes me emotional because it says, if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And that's what I feel like a lot of us lack, right? A lot of us know maybe sometimes what we want to do, or we have a feeling of where we'd like to go. Yeah, in a dream world, right? People always ask you, oh, in a dream world, what would you do? What would you be? Where would you live? What would you, do for a living? And a lot of us know that, but there's always these things that stunt us. Maybe it is our non-support from our parents or our friends, or the judgment we feel like we will receive if we do X, Y, and Z. And this card makes me emotional because it's like, if you were fully supported, what would you do? And I feel like this is a wake-up call, not just for the listener, but also like to be as a person. Like, we need to start supporting one another more, because if people were fully supported, fully loved for their capacity, imagine all the amazing things that could truly happen, right? But regardless, going back to your reading for a second, you are being supported on this path by your guides, your spiritual council, your spiritual realm, your spiritual team. You are being so supported by them, and they're telling you to keep going on this path. If you recently made a big life choice, a big career change, a big romantic change, a big change in general, good of all harm to none, please know that I'm not saying the path is going to be the absolutely easiest thing ever to terrain or anything like that, but it is the right path that you've chosen, all right? And I feel like you chose this path intuitively. I feel like you chose this path and you were like, maybe you made this decision on a whim and you're like, you know what, I gotta do it, it's what's best for me. And now there's almost like that buyer's remorse of like, oh my God, what did I just do? But bestie, you've made the right choice, you made the right decision. And even if you want to bring practicality in for a moment, you can be like, okay, and if it doesn't work out, then I go back and get a normal job, or I go back and I date whoever, I go back and I do whatever, like whatever. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it doesn't mean that the path you're on is a wrong one, all right? Deep replenishment, rest, and be held. This is why your guides are saying, please let us help you, because like I was saying, or like the cards were saying, especially with the Keepers of the Earth card, it is easy to get burnt out. It is easy to get overwhelmed. It is easy to become bogged down by all the responsibility and just crud that embodies this world. It embodies this lifetime. And it is so easy to kind of get overwhelmed by that. And you are being called to stop, rest, breathe, and ask for support, because I feel like on this journey, the reason this is so important is because they're wanting you to succeed. They're wanting you to keep going, and you're probably doing this, in a way that maybe is a little bit hard for you, or maybe you are physically alone on this three-dimensional earth, or whatever it looks like, and they're telling you that it's okay to not get exactly where you need to go today, all right? Take a few deep breaths, take baby steps every single day, or take, medium steps every single day, but you don't have to run the full marathon, okay? I don't know why that, what's it called? Relay race is coming to my head again, but if one person did the entire relay race, they'd probably be really tired. Not saying they couldn't do it, but they'd be really tired. And right now, your guides are saying, and again, I'm not saying you couldn't do this alone, you definitely could, but right now your guides are saying, tag me in, sit on the sideline, hydrate yourself, get some food, or whatever you do at a relay race. Clearly, I've never done this before, but get some food, drink some water, and energize and rest and re-energize yourself. The fact that you got the Be Held card next to Star Mother is making me want to just cry and like lose my bananas, because oh my God, like I said, I'm going to read that card for you because it gets to me. But again, going back to that energy of feeling abandoned. If you feel abandoned in this lifetime, either by the choices that you've made or by, the natural state of the world or whatever makes you feel abandoned, this is the energy of like literally desiring to be held, desiring to be comforted, desiring to be loved. And the Star Mother is here saying, I'm here to do that for you. Now, I know, it's not the same as being held or loved or cherished in this three-dimensional world, but it is is a start. And when you start to allow yourself to be held, when you welcome in the energy of I deserve to be held, I deserve to be loved, I deserve to be taken care of, then more of that is going to be attracted into your life. But the Star Mother is where you can start. The Star Mother is where you can be like, okay, you know what? I do deserve this. I do deserve to be loved. I do deserve to rest. Hold me like a baby and let me cry in your arms, all right? So I'm going to read this one for you. Again, I'm going to cry. Probably, it's fine. The fact that you got the Be Held card right next to Star Mother is really, it's getting to me, okay? Star Mother. You are more held than you could possibly imagine, loved and cherished so dearly that if you knew, you would not spend 1 second of your life in separation, worry, or fear. Here I go. I'm going to cry again. Let the mother carry your burdens. Let her rock away your fears. Lay all of your worries, regrets, shame, and guilt on her altar. Please, please, sweet child, do not fear, for you are love in motion. If you allow it, you are already healed. Let her remind you of your goodness. Let her love away your fears. Your capacity to love and hold others is limited to your capacity to love and hold yourself. Be compassionate with your sweet body, your mind, and your soul. Treat yourself like the beautiful spirit that you truly are. Remind yourself that you are doing your best and try not to carry it all on your own. You've got this, and the mother has got you. Let her broad arms take away your burdens. Let her lift the weight of the world off your shoulders. Forgive yourself, my dear sweet child of the earth. Oh my God, that's literally making me cry so hard. That card always gets to me. Literally every single time. And then the fact that you got that card right next to the Beheld, it's getting to me, okay? Obviously it's getting to me. Baby, please rest, relax, understand that you are so worthy of love. Not y'all making me cry so many tears with the freaking heart chakra, okay? You are so worthy of love. You are deserving. You are perfect. You are divine in every single possible way. Forgive yourself. Heal, rest, love, recover. Baby, I know it is hard to be vulnerable. I know it is hard to be vulnerable towards ourselves and let ourselves feel the way we're actually feeling. But this is the energy of heart chakra. Feel how you're feeling. Feel how you're feeling so you can open up. Feel how you're feeling so you can heal. Your ability to love and receive love in this world is limited by what you think of yourself and what you allow yourself. Because imagine, how can we love somebody 100% if we don't even accept it 5%, or if we don't even give that? Because again, if your cup is empty, you cannot simply pour into others, or else you're just pouring air, right? You're pouring air. So again, focusing on yourself, being vulnerable with yourself. The only thing standing in your way right now is the belief in you. Baby, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. I believe in you. I believe in you so deeply and so dearly. And in case no one else has told you that today, I will be the one to tell you. I believe in you. All right? You can do this. You are doing it, and you're amazing. Now y'all making me cry. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards for y'all. Let's see. For pile number 1, angel number 222, what messages do we have from spirit? Pile number 1, 222, what messages do we have from spirit? Of course, we got the freaking star. I mean, are you kidding me? That only makes the most sense, okay? Star is also the sign of Aquarius because I am an Aquarius, so I do know that. That's the only reason I know that. Let me not fool y'all by thinking I know too much about that. The star is an incredibly beautiful card when it comes to healing, retreating, loving yourself, tuning in and tapping into your energy, tuning into who you truly are and what you've always were meant to be. The fact that you got all these majors right here is kind of nutsos. Don't be afraid of the death card, okay? It is not as scary as it may seem. Death represents the ending of one thing and the start of another. And I think that actually makes a lot of sense for what we've talked about today, because you're probably going to go through this awakening period here and say goodbye to a part of who you once were, a part of yourself who, you know, was very, very comfortable being an overachiever, was very, very comfortable with that 10 of Wands energy of being overwhelmed, overburdened, constantly struggling and feeling that energy of chaos and just, you know, slipping through the cracks and be like, not slipping through the cracks, but like being overwhelmed and overburdened, the straw that broke the camel's back kind of energy, and then just being burnt out. But this awakening is pushing you through and saying, no, you know what? I don't need to do that. I can ask for help. Me asking for help does not make me less worthy of love. Me asking for help does not mean I'm not good enough. Me asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a sign of strength. I know so many people, including myself, for the longest time, thought that asking for help, whether it's in a job or in a relationship or in a family, would that matter? Me asking for help, I thought for the longest time meant that I was unworthy. It meant that I couldn't do it enough, so I didn't deserve to have it at all. If I couldn't do it myself, then I didn't deserve to have it. That's bullshit, okay? Sorry for my French, but that is bahonky donkey. That is simply not true. It's not true, bestie. It's not true at all. You are incredibly deserving of love. If you ask for help, it means you're strong because you know yourself. It doesn't equate to weakness as much as we think it does. What I'm seeing here with the death card here is that when you're going through this awakening, there is going to be an ending of some kind, whether it is with your old self, whether it's with who you once were, whether it's with the way you once allowed people to treat you and walk all over you. Now you're like, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. That doesn't serve me anymore, so I'm not going to vibe with that energy. Like whatever it looks like for you, you're ready to kind of make that change. You're ready to kind of go on that next step and that next journey. And with the Sun card here, that is a reminder that it's going to be heavily reinforced. It's going to be heavily protected and heavily guided. And that's a loud message of the Sun, because the Sun is incredibly beautiful. The Sun is high vibrational, warm, nourishment energy. And the Sun is what I get here with the trust your path. You are leaving. There is going to be an ending of some kind, especially with the Eight of Cups. There is something in your life that's been needing to come to a close. There is something in your life that you're like, all right, I need to shift this perspective so I can move. Or you know what? Maybe you already did shift. Maybe you already left what is not serving you. And that's where this fear and this doubt is coming from, whichever resonates with you. I get this energy that you've known you need to shift, move, change, grow, adjust, whether it's from a relationship that's not serving you, a job that's not serving you, or from like a mental, behavior that's not serving you, whatever it looks like. I feel like you know you need to leave, but there's been this resistance, or you already did leave and there's this kind of regret almost. Bestie, you've got this. This decision was the right one for you, okay? Leaving was what was necessary. Leaving was what was needed, because the Eight of Cups represents that, bestie, you were needing to go for a while, okay? You were needing to go, you were needing to leave, you were needing to shift and change for a while, and it just recently started becoming blaringly obvious to you, which is why it might feel very, very, very intense. But this thing that was building for a while, and I think it was a good time for you to leave. I truly, truly do. And then you got the Knight of Cups as well. This is so interesting to me because the Knight of Cups is a very emotional, swoony, almost like romantic card, and tapping back into the heart chakra energy, especially with the Star Mother there, remembering that the way we love, the way we allow ourselves to, the way we love others is very limited by the way we allow ourselves to receive and feel love. And as y'all know, I like to share my own personal experiences because I don't like to assume anything of anyone listening. So I like to share my own, all right? So for a really long time, I was in a relationship with my sweetest fiance, love her to pieces, and I was really struggling with my own mental health in the first year or two of our relationship. And because of that, my ability to love her was completely limited because of my ability to love myself and my ability to receive love, right? Because it didn't matter how kind she was. Did y'all see the sun just freaking shine through the window? Okay, all right. It didn't matter how loving she was or kind she was or supportive she was or loyal she was. I was having a hard time within myself, and I projected that onto myself and onto my relationship, and it really does affect things, okay? And it doesn't have to be romantic or anything like that, but if you are wanting to, shift your romantic life, if you're wanting to have a more swoony, happy, high vibrational, lovey energy in your lifetime, it starts with you, cutie patootie. It starts with you working on your heart chakra. It starts with you understanding that you are already worthy. You are already enough. You are already deserving of all of the greatness you ask for in life, and you don't have to be any kind of person to receive it. Like, you already deserve to receive that love. You know what I'm saying? And so if you are wanting this swoony romantic energy in your life, welcome that in. And if you're not wanting like the romantic aspect of it, it could definitely just be friendship or anything like that as well. All right, so let's see if there are any other cards for pile number 1, 222. Sorry, bestie, I wasn't feeling that one. 5 of Pentacles. Interesting energy, okay? 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. You got these paired right next to each other. Bestie, something happened. Okay. Full transparency. Again, if this is not resonating with you, don't come for me. Just take it and throw it away. That's okay, all right? But 2 5s here in a row, no such thing as coincidences, okay? Remember that feeling of abandonment that I was tuning into, that feeling of fear, that feeling of worry and anxiety? Holy cantaloupe, that is so crooked. I'm so sorry. That feeling of worry, fear, and anxiety, etc. That's that energy here, okay? The Five of Pentacles, there are so many different ways of interpreting it. Yes, I totally understand. But what I am receiving, the Five of Pentacles, to me personally, gives me very fearful energy. When I see the Five of Pentacles, I don't always think it means, oh, you're gonna be broke and have no money. Okay, no. I've gotten the Five of Pentacles in readings for me, and you know what it represents? Lack money mindset and my struggle with feeling like I'm enough. The struggle with feeling like I deserve greatness. The struggle with feeling like I deserve financial abundance and financial reward. And this is what I was getting at with that fearful energy, that abandonment energy, that scared energy. And the same with the Five of Cups here. This is an emotional thing, and I can feel that. I feel the tension and the emotion rising because the Five of Pentacles is fearful and the Five of Cups is mournful. So maybe you are mourning, or maybe you're feeling almost regretful about the choice you've made. Again, going back to 222, the path you've chosen is the right one. Again, going back to trust your path, the path you've chosen is a right one. But again, it doesn't mean it's not sad. And I think that's something to be talked about, because I think a lot of times, I'm going to lower my chair. Sorry if you hear that noise real quick. I want to talk about this because I feel like it's not super talked about. Is like, yes, sometimes we are, and I feel like I say that, but then I talk about it a lot, so I don't know. But I feel like it's like, yes, I want to change, I want to leave. Say it is a relationship, okay? Or a job, whatever. Whatever resonates with you, or, you know, a way of thinking, all right? Yes, I know I need to leave. Eight of Cups, the Death. Okay, I know I need to leave this. I know it's not serving me. I know my guides are encouraging me to shift, grow, change, move, etc. Or maybe you already did make this change. Yes, I need to go. I'm going to say goodbye and I'm going to end this. Does that mean we're not sad? No. Does that mean it doesn't suck so bad? No, but it means it's happening for our highest good, all right? And that is why you need to allow yourself to be held in this moment, be nurtured in this moment by Star Mother, because it is hard. And that's why it's important to rest and retreat and be held, because it is emotional. If you left your job to pursue something great, I feel a lot of that fearful energy around money. And if I could give you any reminder, it's that money is energy, and what you put out comes back to you times 3, okay? Remember that money is energy. But I really just do feel this, like, I just feel this like fearful, worried energy. And again, I'm not saying it's without reason or without cause, but I really do feel like the Five of Pentacles is, you know, it's a minor, right? So I really do feel like this is adjusted by the way we think. I'm going to be annoying and go back to number 222 for a second and say something that's probably going to bother some people, which is that, again, our thoughts do control our reality. Doesn't mean we don't have rough days. No. Doesn't mean we don't have days where we're grumpy and we're upset and we're just living in lack money mindset. No, we all have that. We all struggle with that, okay? But it is about understanding that when we do have those days, you know, have them, feel them, etc., but then get your mind into a place where you're like, you know what, I'm wealthy, I'm going to be successful, I make X amount of money a month, I live a lifestyle I've always dreamed of, my job is incredibly successful, I don't even work because my living is done doing things that I love, so I don't work a day in my life, money comes to me while I sleep, etc., fueling in that money mindset. But again, understanding, sorry, my chair has like so much commentary today, understanding that fear is understandable, all right? Fear is normal. The fear of loss, the fear of heartbreak with the Five of Cups here, you can be mourning something, even if you're excited to move on to something new, all right? I've had to do friend breakups in my lifetime, and I know that it was necessary because whatever was happening was just really toxic and not serving me, and I knew I needed to go, and I was excited about where I was going ahead because I knew my future would be bright. Did it mean I didn't mourn those friends? No, of course I mourned them. Of course I was sad to say goodbye. Of course I was sad to say goodbye to that part of my life that I was very familiar with. So it's okay to mourn. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to be like, oh my gosh, what the heck? But again, when you're in that moment, understanding that this is okay to feel your feelings. And then once you feel your feelings, baby, get your mind to a place of understanding that you are a magic being. You are a magnet for manifesting, and you can have every single thing you ever desire. And when you are sitting in this energy of kind of mournful loss, fear, etc., please call on Star Mother and have her help you, because she wants to help you, all right? She wants to help you. She wants to nourish you. But I just want to let you know that it's okay to feel fear. A lot of us do. We just don't talk about it, okay? Like full transparency. The last cards I'm going to pull for you today are the Soul's Journey Lessons cards. I want to go back to that real quick. It's okay to feel fear, but understand that, my love, that this path is protected and you did make the right choice. Just wanted to finish that. Yes, it's normal to feel fear. Yes, it's okay even to have that emotion, but you are on the right path, all right? And in case, like I said, no one's told you today, I'm here to remind you of that energy. So let's go ahead and see now what the last cards have to say for today. Any other messages for my pile number 1, angel number 222, pile number 1, angel number 222. Any other messages for this pile today? What do we have to say? Any messages from our spirit guides? What would you like to say? What would you like to communicate with us? Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. You got that in between the Death and the Star card, which I think is really, really, really interesting, because the Death and the Star card heavily talks about balance, right? Because the Star is like living in your own freedom. Yes, I feel great. I feel awesome. I feel wonderful. And then the Death card is like, oh my gosh, I'm almost mournful. There's something that has to end. And there is a healthy balance. Again, going to that without judgment, going to that with harmony, and understand that balance is so important. And we all need it in our life, okay? Also, you got a lot of watery cards with the Cups and the Star card here. So you might, and like a lot of your energy with the other cards are also watery, and you got the indecision card. This is what I was saying from the very beginning, that I felt like I was tuning into somebody who was having a really hard time with the decision they made, and I understand that, and I don't want to, like, I don't want to tell you that, you know, your indecision is invalid, because your indecision is totally valid, and a lot of us struggle with that. But you are being called to just tune in to your intuition and be like, all right, show me the right path without judgment. We're going to go back to that balance card there. Without judgment, be kind to yourself. Whatever the answer is, be kind to yourself. Whatever your guides end up saying, be kind to yourself. Then you got the happiness card right by the Sun card. Yes, please. Okay, indecision and balance. I mean, indecision and death, and then the Sun and happiness. This is what I'm saying. Also, this card means I am aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. Okay, all right, literally such a powerful card. I know that this is hard. I literally get like butterflies in my stomach when I'm looking at this indecision card. I just feel like turmoil and stress and fear, and I understand, baby, I understand. And I'm not here to tell you like, oh, get over it, like whatever. No, it's all right, all right? If you're feeling worried, if you're feeling anxious, that's okay, okay, that's okay. Feel your feelings, but just know, even if, I always bring this practical moment back to my life, because we live in a world, that's exactly what I thought was gonna pop out, is fear. Okay, that's what I've been talking about this whole time. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Going back to the freaking heart chakra, what the heck? I like to bring this practical moment always back into my life, because I am someone who makes very, very, very big decisions, very like large decisions, very life-changing decisions, which I do not think is a bad thing, but it's just like a reminder that I really do feel like there is this energy of like, okay, amazing things are coming my way. I want to go, 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 and I'm going to start this new business, and I'm going to go after something I've always wanted to do, etc. But then I also bring a very practical energy back into my life, which is, okay, and you know what, worst case scenario, I give myself 2-3 months. If it doesn't work out, then I go back and I get a job, a part-time job, working 15-20 hours a week, and I continue to pursue this or something else I'm more interested in on the side. It doesn't mean I failed. It doesn't mean I am not doing it correctly. It's just about like giving yourself patience and giving yourself that practicality energy. Again, balance, head up, feet down. Okay, head up, feet down, head up in the clouds, dreaming and believing, feet down on the ground, where you can bring that practicality aspect into it. Again, balance in life. Okay, balance. The fear is understandable, so do this. If you already have made this decision, okay, understand that your guides are protecting you. And if you have not made this decision yet and you're feeling fearful, I might just suggest to you to do it in a way that brings you more ease. All right, I've told this story 1,000,001 times. When I quit my job to become a full-time tarot reader, I did it in a way where I was comfortable. So I gave a month's notice, and I also worked for like 3 months longer than I originally wanted to, so that way I would have enough savings so that, like, worst case scenario, I did this for 2 or 3 months and it didn't work out, I would be able to live off of that. And then I told myself, if this doesn't work in 2 or 3 months and I go back and get a part-time job, no big deal. Okay, it doesn't mean you're a failure, it doesn't mean you've lost anything or you're losing. It just means that you go back and you get a part-time job and you keep pursuing. All right, perseverance is such a loud message for y'all. Persevere and understand that you can do this. You can do this, okay? And if you want to do it in a way that makes you feel more comfortable, amazing, all right? And this doesn't have to just be about career. This could be about, you know, relationships, etc. The last card you got here today is courage. I find the inner strength to face the fear with confidence. What the? Oh my, what the heck? These are too much, bestie. I feel like these go all hand in hand. The right path, indecision, death, and the indecision here with the awakening, balance, hello, happiness, hello, sunshine, fear, and then literally I face fear with confidence. I need a drink of water. This is too much for me. Bestie, that's freaking beautiful. Can we give a round of applause, please, for that card? Courage, strength. I find the inner strength to face this fear with confidence. Is it normal to have fear? Yes. Is it wrong to have fear? No. Is it okay to have fear? Yes. But you know what's stronger than fear? Courage. Everybody has fear. Don't let anybody tell you in life that they don't have fear, because you know what? People have always experienced fear. They might not have it now because they face it down, but we all have fears in life. We all have fears in this lifetime, but the important thing is what you do with those fears. Do you let them control you? Do you let them hunt you down, or are you going to become the hunter, right? The hunted or the hunter, it's totally up to you. A lot of us live our life being hunted by our fears and being controlled by them. Me for a long time in my life, and I'm still find myself in that aspect. And then now I'm becoming the hunter. I hunt down my fears, and I find the inner strength to face them with courage and say, yo, you don't have no power here, okay? You have no power here. You are there. I see you. I acknowledge you. You don't have any power here. So GTFO, okay? The bottom of the deck energy y'all got today. Y'all are joking. You literally got perseverance. I swear at one point in this reading, I said something about perseverance. Maybe I'm going crazy and I didn't say that, but I really do feel like I did. Sorry, I'm standing up. I'm trying to see where this can go. We'll put this here for right now. Perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Yes, you can, okay? I can do whatever I set my mind to. If no one else has told you this today, y'all know I love saying this stuff. If no one else has told you today, I'm going to tell you, you can do whatever you set your mind to, especially with number 222, okay? That was the number of your mind is incredibly powerful. You are an incredibly powerful manifester, and you can do whatever you set your mind to. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do. You can become who, what, where, whatever you want to be by the power of manifesting and with the power of your mind. So persevere, baby, okay? It's okay to be scared. It's okay to have your fears. Face them with courage. If you need help, call upon your spiritual tribe, because there's a million of them that want to work with you, okay? But understanding that at the end of the day, you are protected, you are guided, you are loved, and you are encouraged to keep going, all right? Pile number 1, y'all got me in my feels, but I freaking love you. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I love commenting with you. I love interacting with you. It is so much fun, and I really just love hanging out with y'all there in the comments. Also, if you do not know, commenting and giving like a subscription or a thumbs up, like subscribing to my channel, makes a huge difference for me and my growth. So if you are interested in contributing to me in that way, you definitely can do that. It's an easy way to help me out, all right? I wanted to give you another reminder that I do have a Patreon. If you are interested, you can type it in Liv's Light on Patreon, or you can just click the link in my description. It'll take you right there. I also wanted to let you know that I do accept both tips and donations, both at Venmo and PayPal, which are never required nor an expectation. I never expect you to ever tip me or leave me a donation. It is just a way that you can, if you want to, if the reading resonates with you, if you want to, support the channel in that way, you totally can, but it's never ever expected. Just receive with so much joy and gratitude. My PayPal is acting weird, so if you would like to leave me a tip on PayPal, just scroll down to the description and click on the link, and it'll take you right there. All right. As a reminder, no private readings. They are closed until told otherwise. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy with me. I just adore you, and I'm so happy you're here. Like, I feel so blessed to have all of you in my life. Seriously, I'm so grateful for you. So thank you so much. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright. And I'll see you cutie patooties in my next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2 with the angel number 717. I have my laptop off to the side over here real quick, and I'm going to read the angel number very quickly. So if my audio sounds different, bear with me for 1 second, okay? Angel number 717 is a message from the angels that new beginnings and opportunities occurring in your life will bring you into full alignment with your divine life purpose and soul mission. You are encouraged to follow your intuition and the guidance from the angels regarding your next steps. Where are you going, bestie? Oh my God, my laptop just almost fell. Okay, I'm just gonna do it this way. This seems easier. Angel number 717 indicates that positive changes in your life have put you on the right track regards to your life purpose and mission. Keep up the great work you have been doing, and you will continue to manifest your good. Angel number 717 encourages you to continue with your positive affirmations and maintain an optimistic attitude as these are manifesting positive changes and auspicious opportunities for you. Seek out an occupation, pastime, or hobby that taps into your natural talents and interests. You may even look to begin a course or online line of study that will enhance your knowledge and benefit your life. Put what you learn into practice, and you will serve to help and assist others, as well as advance yourself along your personal path. Ooh, okay. Y'all are going places. I feel like y'all's is the path of, sorry, I'm like moving. I don't know why I move while I talk. Y'all's is like the path of, y'all's is the pile of like path, moving, movement, going, get ready, get steady, go, which is so exciting. I don't know how I didn't realize my candle was out. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that, cuties. I really do feel like y'all's pile is a pile about this next path you're going on, this next path you are trekking on. If you have been taking a journey lately, literal or metaphorical, this is a loud pile for you, all right? I might be tuning into some people where at the beginning of the year, since I am filming this in January, of course, this is going to be timeless, but I am filming it in January, so if you're watching this when it goes live, you might be some people who were like, it's January 2022, like I am ready to start fresh, I'm ready to start clean. You have all these big goals for yourself. If you are a goal setter and a goal getter, this pile is definitely for you as well. All right, so now let's go ahead and tune into the chakra portion of it. Is there a yellow chakra? I clearly don't know. Let's see. Oh, there is. Okay. Solar plexus chakra. That's right. Okay, let's see. All right. The solar plexus chakra is all about power, energy, confidence, charisma, will, motivation, mental clarity, and levity. Underactive signs can result in digestion issues, kidney or liver problems, diabetes, timidity, chronic fatigue, constant confusion or indecision, low self-esteem, or collapsed chest posture. Overactive signs include bullying, rage, ulcers, cancer of any digestive organs, or hurrying. The best healing methods are core strengthening yoga or exercise, puzzles, sunbathing, yantra gazing, taking courageous action, fire walking, and TPQs. Solar plexus is related to the element of fire and its transformational power. So we've got a transformational group here with 717 and being guided, and then the transformational solar plexus chakra. Oh my goodness, baby. Okay, let's go ahead and see. The first card you got in the main core of your energy is Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Are you literally kidding? Where are you being called to journey to? Y'all are being called to go on a journey, okay? And Rama doesn't mean a literal journey, although it could be. Like you could definitely go on a literal journey to a place where you desire, but this could be a metaphorical journey as well. This also heavily talks about going to a sacred place that works or resonates for you. I have a Buddhist temple near where I live, which very much resonates with me if I need to go get connected, as well as the beach or the ocean. So if you have a sacred place or a natural place in the earth that makes you feel really connected and grounded to your spirit guides, to the nature, to Gaia, whoever, definitely spend some time doing so. But your main energy is, where are you being called to journey to, bestie? Where are you being called to go? Where are you being called to do? Pile number 2, 717, y'all are movers and shakers, and that is evident, okay? Pile number 2, pile number 717, any messages from spirit? Spirit, please, what would you like to say for pile number 2, 717? Star Mother, pile number 1 also got 717. So if this resonates with you, maybe go over and listen to pile number 1 as well. What else? Oh my God, wait, and is it just, okay, this is another card that pile number 1 received as well. Okay, you got Pleiades. Pleiades is my planet. I absolutely am obsessed with Pleiades. I'm sure if you guys have watched my videos, I've said before, like, I don't know what Pleiades is. I did not into my past life regression. Now I know what it's about, and things are happening. Things are going on, okay? And then the bottom of your deck energy you got is boundaries. Ooh, pile number 2, baby, what is happening? I say baby a lot. I'm sorry if that like is super annoying. So Star Mother and Keepers of the Earth were both in pile number 1. So like I said, if you have been called to those cards as well, maybe go listen to pile number 1 if this vibes with you. But y'all are being called to go through an energy shift, all right? We've got Pleiades, we've got Star Mother and Rama, Keepers of the Earth, Age of Light, and Boundaries. Star Mother and Keepers of the Earth are both reminders that you are not alone. All right, this is a very loud message for honestly, like all the piles we've done today is this energy of reminding you are not alone. For y'all's pile, the song Hey Queen is coming to my head by Beautiful Chorus, and it goes like, you are not alone. All right, you are not alone. Hey, queens, kings, non-binaries, whoever, everyone is welcome here. You are not alone, all right? You are not alone in this lifetime, even if it sometimes feels like we are, if we don't have any three-dimensional people in our life. We have our spiritual tribe. The Keepers of the Earth heavily talks about ancestors, so you might have some ancestors that are wanting to reach out to you. If you've been getting this number of 717 a lot, if you've been seeing it all over the place, you might be called to connect with your ancestors. Ask them for guidance on what you should do. Ask them for guidance on where you should go. If you have this feeling in your soul, this feeling in your heart to go, move, shift, be, but maybe you don't quite know where to go or where to be or how to shift or whatever, you have this feeling of like, I feel like I'm meant to do more. I feel like I'm meant to do more or be more. Call in your ancestors and ask them to guide you. Or maybe you are someone who has already started this journey, right? Maybe you have already started this journey to go to be to where you thought you meant, where you thought, oh my gosh, Olivia, calm your brain cells for a second. Maybe you have already started this journey and left what was not serving you, and now you're on your way to where you think you should go, which is amazing. If you want assistance along the way, call in your ancestors. Your ancestors are loud and proud in this reading, as well as Star Mother. Star Mother's whole message is about holding you, releasing, allowing yourself to feel loved. It also talks about remothering yourself. So if you have any maternal history, any maternal issues, any maternal, how do I word this? Any maternal like cycles that need to be broken, this is the loud pile for that as well, or need to be healed. Mothering yourself is very, very powerful, but also Star Mother is also asking you to just rest upon her and let her kind of soothe your burdens away. But how can we mother ourselves? I feel like it's a topic that has recently become very, very popular on platforms like Instagram and on social media and things like that. And I recently have just figured out what it means, and it's very, very, very helpful to remother yourself, because, or reparent yourself basically, because remothering yourself, sometimes it doesn't matter how awesome our mothers are, how awesome our mothers were, or if we didn't have great moms, whatever, there is still some parts of us that maybe weren't completely nurtured, or we didn't receive their nurturement that we required as a child, or the nurturement that we craved. And so it is very, very helpful to re-nurture yourself, to remother yourself, to treat yourself the way that you wished your mom would have treated you. All right, I don't know a ton about reparenting as an adult, but you can definitely type it in on YouTube, and there is a ton of topics about it. I just don't want to speak too much on it because I don't know too much on it. I just recently figured it out what it was, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, but I don't know how to do that, etc., things like that. All right, but in general, these cards surrounding you with your Imrama, if you're feeling a little bit of indecision, if you're feeling a little bit of worry, especially with that 717 card, if you're like, okay, I know I'm being called on a path. I know I'm meant to change my life. I know I'm meant to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe I did already do X, Y, and Z. Ooh, what now? Okay, I'm kind of getting this like what now energy. And your guides are quite literally surrounding you and being like, ask us for help and let us guide you and let us show you. All right, I'm going to read both Pleiades and the Age of Light because I'm not super familiar with what they mean. I have my own energies, but I also want to read them because, like you guys know, I like to learn. All right, Age of Light, you've been training for this for lifetimes. Mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are here. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, literally, and Rama, know this: you've been training for this for life. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before you. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets. Imagine a fingerprint. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. That's right. I remember this card now. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with the wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. Rise up, yes, in my way. Yes, rise up. Come on, babies. Y'all are movers and shakers. I don't care what you're saying. I do care what you're saying. I take it back. But y'all are movers and shakers. I am getting some, oh my goodness, some cycle breakers, some movers and shakers. Y'all are light beings, light workers. I might be tuning into my light workers, my empaths, my highly sensitive people, etc. But if you guys know, like a light worker, I feel like there's so much like connotation around what is a light worker. A light worker is simply somebody who chooses to work their light. And what I mean by that is like someone who chooses to be a light, someone who chooses to use their gift and their ability as a, conscious being to raise the vibrations of their self and the world around them. Light workers can be teachers, doctors, nurses, bartenders, club owners, tarot readers. It doesn't even matter, okay? So don't limit yourself if you're like, oh, there's no way I'm a light worker. Maybe think on that for a little bit before you jump to that conclusion, okay, cutie? Pleiades is the last page of the entire book. Oh my God, I'm so connected to this card now. It's crazy. Okay. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission. That's what the Age of Light was about too, to grow at a soul level and raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. All of the souls, Pleiadians, of all of the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest. That just calls me out in too many ways. And so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and light. Oh my gosh, Olivia, your presence and unique light is needed. Anytime someone says I'm chatty from now on, I'm just going to be like, don't come for me. I'm a Pleiadian. No, I'm just kidding. That is so powerful. Y'all are movers and shakers. I definitely could be tuning into some light workers. I could definitely be tuning into some Pleiadians here who are ready to move, shift, and change. If you have been called to do anything of the sort, like channel, communicate divinely, any kind of spiritual work, you are being called to do so. So rise up. If you're being called to speak, if you are wanting to be a motivational speaker or a speaker of any kind, rise up. If you are wanting to be a life coach, rise up. If you are wanting to be a teacher, rise up. If you're wanting to be anything in any way, shape, or form that could also benefit and raise the vibration of the planet, rise up, okay? And if you're like, Liv, I don't know how to do that. I am just a chef at this restaurant. Oh my God, sorry. All those went flying. And there's a fly, like literally right next to us. What the heck? Okay. If you're like, I don't know how to do that, I'm just a chef or whatever. Bestie, your energy is what is so vibrational. Your energy is what can raise the planet. Your energy, the time you put towards people, the time you put into your own self, etc. Right? You don't have to be a certain person in order to be a light worker. I'm just going to reiterate my statement there, okay? And then you got the boundaries card. Where do you need to establish better boundaries, bestie? Bottom of the deck energy. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? I feel like you are going on this journey. You are going on this transformation of growth, which is absolutely amazing. I think you should definitely keep doing it, clearly. However, is there someone in your life that you feel like you just maybe need to set some better boundaries with? And is that someone even possibly yourself? All right. So just having those conversations with yourself and being like, all right, and what part of my life do I feel like I need to set more boundaries? Is there a part of my life where I feel like I really need to spend more time doing X, Y, and Z and I'm not for this reason or whatever? And then how can I set those boundaries for myself? How can I place those boundaries? Because again, we can set boundaries towards other people, which is super important. But to be honest with you, we need to set boundaries with ourselves, because setting boundaries with ourselves, inevitably, we also set boundaries for other people, all right? So if you are going on this journey, you might receive some judgment. You might receive some people who are like, I just don't know that you can do that. I don't know if you're going to be quite successful in that. Do you really think that that's a good idea? That's a really risky endeavor. Are you sure about that? Ooh, I don't quite know. You really think you can do that? Hell yeah, you can. Are you kidding me? Okay, so set those boundaries. Also, setting your boundary around your energies is completely important and valid. If you need some time off, if you need some time away, set those boundaries around people, but please do it in a way that is kind kind and respectful, because setting boundaries is beautiful, but don't be mean about it, okay? Don't be mean. Be like, screw you, I need some space, leave me alone. It's just about, hey, I really need to prioritize myself right now. I really need to focus on my mental health. So I'm going to maybe take a day off, or I'm going to take some time away. I'm going to go spend some time in solitude for a little bit in the room, or whatever it looks like. And that's all right too, all right? Set boundaries. Don't let people suck your energy away. Don't let people suck that life force away from you, okay? If people are starting to suck your life force away, just set those boundaries. Say no. It is so hard to say no sometimes, which is so crazy, but it really can be hard to say no. But again, saying no and setting that boundary is so important. I have a goal for myself in 2022 to only say yes when I mean it. And if I don't mean it, I'm just gonna say no, right? Like, I don't know where this like thing came in life. I think, oh my gosh, I just got such a loud message. Okay. Going back to remothering yourself, all right? As a child, we don't really have the opportunity to say no, right? Your parents are like, what do you mean no? No is not an option, etc., and things like that. But I feel like for you, you're having to like reparent yourself right now and be like, you know what? I am allowed to say no. I don't have to do something just because you say I do it, right? Like, I'm allowed to say no. I'm allowed to set a boundary for myself. And that whole mindset of, oh, you don't say no, that literally stems from childhood, right? That stems from us being taught by our parents, no is not an option. You know what I'm saying? So that makes so much sense now with how can you remother yourself? How can you kind of tune into that energy? Allowing yourself to say no when you mean no, and say yes only when you mean yes, and not being like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'll. No, bestie, if you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it, all right? So setting some boundaries in your life around people is a loud message for you. And if you need help setting boundaries, if you need help saying no, if you need help setting those hard lines and those hard limits, ask your ancestors for help in that, all right? We're going to tune into the tarot cards now. Additional messages from the tarot. Whoa, okay, Two of Swords. Interesting card to get right by the boundary. So this could definitely be you and another person. Definitely like a conflicting energy. If you've been feeling a lot of tension between someone lately, especially if it is a paternal familial energy. Sorry, one of your cards just went flying. And that is Temperance with balance, baby. Okay, if you feel this energy, you definitely need to set boundaries, because you are working hard. You are putting the energy towards what you need to put your energy towards. And right now, it's really important for you to kind of set those boundaries and call a truce with that person, or even if that person is yourself, okay? Because we don't want to welcome in that energy when we are going on this new shift. We are going on this grind of what it is we need to go after, what it is we need to do, all these amazing things that we are going after and we are seeing. If we have this like fighting energy all the time, now I'm not saying people don't fight, we all fight, but if it's someone that you guys are just like, you're not clicking, something's going on and you're not clicking, it's okay to set a boundary. And if you guys are fighting, just be like, yo, truce. It's not about not being friends with them, or not being partners with them, or not being like, you know, besties with them. It's just saying like, the Two of Swords is literally a card of truce. So setting that boundary and being like, truce, I need a minute, whatever it looks like, okay? And then you got Temperance here with balance, all right? You got Swords and balancing energy, which I think is very interesting, because to me, swords can be very cold. Like, I always associate swords with very cold energy. I don't know why. Am I because my Mermaid Tarot deck that makes me think that way? But I always associate it with kind of cold energy, and that's not a bad thing at all. It's just, even here, this looks very cold and icy to me. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is so independent, so confident, don't take no BS, all right? Absolutely beautiful. We love to see that. Embrace that confidence, embrace that powerful energy. But again, the balance, because sometimes what happens when we get to that Queen of Swords energy is we get so confident, we get so powerful, we get so, you know, I don't need anybody, that we end up almost secluding ourselves and not allowing those to kind of come in and bring us warmth. There is a beauty to balance, all right? Especially with the Star Mother and the Ancestor card here, we can end up really secluding ourselves and then getting burnt out. So definitely find that balance between, yes, the confidence, strength, you know, not taking no BS or anything like that, and then also being like a little bit warm, embracing that warm, nurturing energy that the life has to offer, that your guides want to offer you, because you are a powerful person. You do have this Age of Light energy. You are a Pleiadian energy. Like, you have this very, very, very powerful energy about you, but it's important to remember that balance. I'm also getting the energy, especially because swords are are very in the mind. Swords represent the element of air, which represents our thoughts, to kind of get grounded as well, all right? Because our thoughts are very airy. I might have some air signs. Aquarius here, baby, tapping in, okay, and Gemini. So might be a lot of air signs tapping in here. And what this represents is that sometimes when we find this mission, when we have this mission, we have this thing, and we want to go, do, we can kind of get in our head about it, and we can end up being a little bit airy. And what I mean by that is my friend gave me a beautiful example about I hope she's okay that I use it. I've said it like twice in a video now. If you're watching this and you want me saying it, please message me. I'm really sorry, queen. But my friend gave me like a beautiful example of, a perfect balance, because some people are head up, feet up, which is like all in the sky all the time, not really living practically on earth. And then there's like head down, feet down that are like only about earth, not wanting to do anything with their spirituality or their mindfulness practice, or they're just kind of like living in that, 9 to 5 masculine energy shift where that's like all they do and that's all they kind of care about. And then there's like a really beautiful harmonious energy where it's like feet down, you're grounded on this earth, you understand that you did come here for a reason, but your head is up in the sky, and has beautiful harmonious energy about what is to come. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of the message I'm getting here for you. Head up, feet down, okay? Finding that balance between all these things that are going on, all these thoughts that you have, all these things you want to go do, want to experience, want to shift, and want to change, but also remembering that you are here to live in this three-dimensional world for a reason. The Hanged Woman, seeing things from a different perspective, okay, bestie? When you are going through this Two of Swords energy, I'm getting another message for you of just kind of like empathy and definitely seeing things from other people's perspective, seeing things from the way that other people can think as well. A lot of times the Queen of Swords, in my personal opinion, can come off a teeny tiny bit, a little bit harsh. And when that happens, again, that is not a bad thing, but what it just represents is, again, bringing in that warmth, seeing things from another person's perspective. The Queen of Swords and the Princess of Wands here look like they're quite literally facing each other, and the Queen of Swords and the Princess of Wands are very, very different energy, and I feel like the Hanged Woman is like the intermediary, right? This is the person kind of, talking them through whatever conflict they're going through. So if you're going through a conflict with your best friend or your partner or your mother, especially with the Queen and Princess energy, there's a lot of maternal energy going on here. Again, I'm not saying you have to engage with them, but just see things from their point of view, see things from a different perspective. Yeah, straight up, I feel like the tarot message is a little bit of a detour from where we were going, but that's totally fine because I'm really focusing on this energy here with like this conflict, the need of balance, and the need of like the Queen and the Princess, especially if this is a paternal thing for you, of just looking at things from their point of view. It doesn't mean you agree with them. It doesn't mean you take what they say as the right way or the one way or the only way to do something, but it's just about seeing things from their point of view. You know what I'm saying? Because oftentimes we like to see things from our point of view because that's the point of view that we agree, that's the point of view that we understand. But again, we're all different people, and I think it's so funny sometimes because we think of things as like, oh my gosh, they're acting like the whole world revolves around them. Bestie, their whole world does revolve around them, right? Like their literal world does revolve around them. Their thoughts, their beliefs, and everything is how they feel, how they are, how they are reacting. So your person here, the Queen of Swords, I feel like this one might be you or it might be the maternal energy. It depends on who you are. This might be the way that you see things. This might be the way that you see things for sure. But then think about that Princess of Wands energy or vice versa. Think about this Princess of Wands and how they're seeing things, because they're seeing things very differently from the way of the Queen of Swords. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing things from their point of view as well and connecting and tuning in with that, all right? Just seeing if there are any other messages from my pile. 717. 7 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I'm feeling some resistance. I am feeling some tension and some resistance, cutie pies. What is going on? Definitely some resistance. I feel like you've been having to defend your energy a lot. I feel like you feel like a lot of people are coming after you or coming for you. But again, baby, your energy is so guided and so protected. If this person is coming for you, again, set those boundaries and understand that even if they do quote unquote come for you, even if that is the energy that they are embodying, it doesn't mean we have to consume that. It doesn't mean we have to become succumbed to that, okay? This is also the card of endurance, okay? So follow through if you are wanting to go on this journey and you're like, Queen, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to go, especially with 717. Remember I said I feel like y'all's was all about a path? Very much so. There just might be some healing that needs to happen along the way, all right? There might be some healing that arises when you go on this path, if you already are on this path or whatever it looks like for you. And the 7 of Wands also heavily represents just standing your ground, all right? Stand your ground. People might not support you on this path. People might judge you for this path. People might be like, really? a life coach, really a tarot reader, really a sous chef, I don't know, really a club owner, like whatever your choice is in life, really unemployed, like literally whatever it looks like for you, this path you're being called to take here, people might judge you, especially family members, all right? Family members might judge you, and they might say things that are going to hurt your feelings. They might say things that are going to cause conflict, and that I'm not saying that what they're saying is okay in any way, shape, or form, but when they are coming at you with these Seven of Wands energy, when you do feel overwhelmed, overburdened, or like you have all these things being placed upon you, just remember to pull yourself out, separate yourself, say, hey, I don't have to take this energy on. This does not belong to me. I do not claim it. And then let it go, all right? Understand that it does not have to be latched onto you if we do not want it to be. The last cards I'm going to use for you today are the Soul's Journey Lessons cards. Again, everything is going to be linked down below. Pile number 2, 717, messages we have here. Interesting. Empathy. Okay, this is what I was saying in the very beginning with that Queen of Swords, and that Queen of Swords energy is empathy. Remember how I said I felt like it could be kind of cold and harsh, but I was trying to like say it kindly, you know what I'm saying? This is a loud message of empathy. When you are fighting with someone, when you are going through someone, seeing things from their side, especially with the Hanged Woman, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. That is a very hard thing to do when we are heated, when we are upset. It's not something we like naturally are thinking is like, how can I see things from their perspective? But it's so important, cutie. It is so important to see things from their perspective and see things from their point of view. Does it mean you agree? No, but it does mean that you'll understand where they're coming from, or you'll at least see where they're coming from. And then honestly, most conflicts I've had in my life, if I can see where they're coming from, it ends very, very quickly. Because like I said in the very beginning, or like in the middle, I don't know where I said this, but we are living in our own universe, right? Y-O-U-niverse. We're living in a world that does quite literally revolve around us and our energy if we are that body, right? So seeing things from their point of view, people think differently than you. People react differently than you. People's minds work differently than yours, and their emotions work differently. So really embodying that empathy, purpose. I know what I'm here to do. Yes, please, and Rama. If you are struggling understanding what you are here to do, if you are struggling being like, Liv, I know I'm supposed to move, grow, shift, change, but I don't know how. I don't know how else to say this to you, my love, except that it is all within you. Not within me. It is within you. You are being called. I mean, I can give you some advice, like be a light worker, or, you know, tune into your gifts and etc. But you are being called to really find your divine purpose in this lifetime. And again, I don't believe that your purpose is one small thing. I don't think that your purpose, you're like stuck with it forever. I feel like our purposes can shift and change and grow. This doubt card is coming in here. I release the need to know all the answers. That is so loud, because I was literally just thinking like, I don't even know how to quite say this, because I literally feel like the answers are within you. And I just getting this energy of someone who is like, I need to know exactly how it's going to work out in 5 to 6 years. Where's my plan? And baby, it's not there, right? Because life is ever changing. Nothing is set in stone yet, right? We can always shift, grow, change, move, adjust. And the doubt card is here being like, I don't know where to go. I don't know how to see this. I don't know where I'm going. I have this purpose. I know I have it, but I don't know what to do. And I'm getting like this anxious, jumbled energy. And I'm even talking faster. Live, breathe. I release the need to know all the answers. I release it, all right? I release it. I know where I want to go, but I release how I need to get there. You don't need to know how you're going to get there. You just need to know that you're going, all right? Abundance. I'm a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire into this physical reality. Yes, you freaking can. Again, head up, feet down. Head up. Manifest your reality and feet down into this physical realm, okay? Manifest whatever it is you desire. Manifest your goals, your dreams, your visions, etc. Manifest what it is you want out of this life into this physical realm. The last card you got today is service. I feel good when I can help others. I really did feel like one of your guys' gifts or purposes was of service, especially with the Pleiades card and the work your light card, or whatever this card was that I'm kind of forgetting at this moment. And the empathy card. You might be someone who to be of service to others. And again, that is so broad, right? That is so broad. There are a million ways to be of service. Being a tarot reader is a service. Being a chef is a service. Being a life coach is a service. Being a professional, speaker, someone who a motivational speaker, that is a service. Being a best friend to someone who needs it. Being a charitable worker, whatever it looks like, I feel like you are just being called to be more of service in this three-dimensional earth, especially with the earth card here. You are being called to, remember, feet up, feet down, head up, okay? I feel good when I can help others. I feel good when I can help others. Helping others is such a beautiful gift in this world, and it really does raise your vibrational frequency, especially when you're doing it for the right reason, okay? So definitely tune into that if you are being called to help others in any way, shape, or form. If you're being called on your path that you're called to take, clearly 717, okay? If you're being called on this path to start a business in which you're going to help others, guide others, teach others, lead others, follow it, okay? Or feed others, follow that energy. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of chef energy. Maybe someone here wants to be a chef. I don't know. But definitely tune into that, okay? Pile number 2, 717. I really hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I love interacting with you, and I just think it's so much fun. Also, commenting, giving a thumbs up, and also subscribing to my channel makes a huge difference for me and my growth. So if you would like to support my channel in that way, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much to those of you who have subscribed and those of you who do leave comments. It truly means the world to me, so thank you so much. I also wanted to give another reminder that I do have a Patreon, which you can access either by typing this name, Liv's Light, into Patreon, or clicking my description and finding the link and clicking on it and taking it right there. I wanted to let you know that I do accept both tips and donations, which are never required nor an expectation, just received with so much joy and gratitude, both at Venmo and PayPal. PayPal's acting funky, so you could just scroll down to my description, click on the link, and it'll take you right there. All right, and again, no private readings as of right now. They are closed until told otherwise. I love you cuties so much, and I'm so abundantly grateful for everything that you guys have blessed me with in the year of 2021, and I'm so excited that we are now in 2022. Again, this is timeless, but I'm so excited that we are now in 2022, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. I am so grateful for you, and I'm just so happy you are here and that you exist and that you and me exist on this lifetime together. So thank you so much for being here. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright, and I will see you cuties for my next video. Bye. I am using my laptop to read the angel number, so I'm going to read that for you real quick. What just happened? Angel number 1111. When angel number 1111 appears, it signifies that an energetic gateway has opened up for you, and this will rapidly manifest your thoughts into reality. The message is to choose your thoughts wisely, ensuring that they match your true desires. Do not put your energy into focusing on fears, as you may manifest them into your life. Angel number 1111 is a message from your angels to be very aware of your persistent thoughts and ideas, as these are manifesting quickly into your reality. Ensure that your beliefs, thoughts, and mindsets are positive and optimistic in order to draw the energies of abundance and balance into your life. Be aware that you will manifest your thoughts. Therefore, do not think negative thoughts, as these are what you will draw into your life. Use the positive energies of the universe to bring into fruition your deepest desires, hopes, and dreams. 1111 signifies that an energetic gateway has opened up for you, and this will rapidly manifest your thoughts into reality. There is an opportunity opening up for you, and your thoughts are manifesting them into form at lightning speed. 1111 is similar to the bright light of a flash bulb, meaning that the universe has just taken a snapshot of your thoughts and is manifesting your ideas, thoughts, and beliefs into material form, creating your experiences and realities. All right, so y'all know my opinions on the whole your thoughts create realities thing. I 100% believe in the law of attraction. I 100% am that manifesting biatch, okay? Like, I love manifesting. I fully believe in it, but I also fully believe that there are going to be times where we're not going to be super cheerful, and we're going to have bad days, and we're going to have bad thoughts, and I think that that is totally okay and totally normal. But what this is saying is, like, when those thoughts arise, when those fears, those worries, those anxieties arise, catch yourself in that moment and be like, whoa, is this serving me or not? And if this is not serving me, I need to kind of fix my thoughts, right? Because we're going to have bad days, we're going to have off days, and that's totally fine. It's just about when you have the opportunity to choose how you're feeling in that moment, choose happy thoughts. Because for you, pile 1111, y'all are super manifestors. Ooh, okay, and like, we are all manifestors. We are all manifesting like all the time, but y'all are a serious manifesting group. And what I mean by that is, like, yes, we all manifest. We all have the power to manifest. We all have the ability to manifest. But there are some people out there, my mom being one of these people, where you just like think of something and it instantly comes into fruition, right? Like, my mom is the kind of person, she thinks about someone and they call her, right? She wants something and it finds her. And I feel like that is your group, pile 3. Y'all are super manifestors. And so that is why it's extra important for you to really make sure that you are highly focusing on thoughts that really do serve you. And again, I just want to say it's okay that sometimes we're not always happy. It's okay that sometimes we're not always in the best headspace. We're going to have those moments. We're going to have those times. And that is a-okay. Just as, like I was saying before, the best of your abilities, the best that you can, really prioritizing thinking very high vibrational thoughts. So say, for example, you're wanting a lot of money, but you've been feeling you've been feeling very poor lately. You've been feeling a lot of lack or fear around money lately. All right, that's been my thing. That's why I'm using that example. I've been dealing with lack money mindset. Can y'all even see it all because of the curtains? I may need to change this. So say you are wanting to manifest a lot of money and abundance into your lifetime, but you're feeling very afraid of losing money, or you're feeling a lot of lack money mindset. The way that we can kind of fix those thoughts, not that they're broken, but the way that we can kind of rewrite them or reword them is by being like, okay, I am not afraid of losing money. I can identify that. But what do I want, right? What is it that I want? Am I wanting to make $100,000 a year? Okay, so what we can do is, instead of being like, oh my gosh, I'm so poor, how am I going to pay rent for February? What am I going to do? How am I going to take whatever? Which again, those thoughts and feelings are valid. Feel them when you need to. But this pile is calling you to be like, okay, how else can I reword this? Oh my goodness, I'm so happy and thankful that I have everything I need. Even if you feel like you don't, baby, we're manifesting, okay? That's why this is so important. I'm so grateful that I have X, Y, and Z. Thank you, universe, for always providing for me. I am wealthy, I am rich, I am successful, I am happy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am successful, I am happy, etc. And I know that that can be frustrating, which is why I just want to say, like, feel your feelings when you need to. I'm not coming on here telling you not to feel your feelings and just to get over your thoughts. No, okay? Feel your feelings. I know that there's like this thing in the manifestation community where it's like, if you have one bad thought, it's going to come into reality. I don't believe that, because I think we're humans and we have bad thoughts. We have worried thoughts. We have those times and those emotions of, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But like, it's about snapping out of that headspace when you're ready and just being like, whoa, hold up. I have the power to manifest my reality. So let's put the energy towards that. All right. So now let's go ahead and tune into your chakra. So as though there are, oh my gosh, Olivia, there is not a pink chakra, but there is a red one. So that is what I'm going to use. And that would be the root chakra. All right. The root chakra. This is all about stability, security, vitality, loyalty, prosperity, patience, tenacity, and career success. Yes, please. Underactive signs can result in anxious, accident-prone, financially unstable, constantly moving homes, disorganized, anorexic, chronic constipation, issues with knees. Okay, I'm feeling triggered. Feet, bowels, blood, or bones. Overactive signs can lead to inertia, addictions, hoarding, obesity, greed, depression, laziness, overeating, issues with the knees, feet, bowels, blood, or bones. And the best healing methods lie in aromatherapy, hatha yoga, reflexology, gemstones, drumming, and a didgeridoo. All right, so we are going to tune into your root chakra today, okay? This is all about that stability and that security. I'm definitely tuning into people who are maybe feeling a little bit anxious, feeling a little bit like, I don't know where to go. I don't know what I'm meant to be. I don't know what's happening. And I feel like you are someone who wants a lot. I feel like you have a lot of awesome, huge manifestation potential and so many big manifestation goals. But I feel this fear of, oh my gosh, my manifestations aren't coming into reality quick enough. Why are my manifestations not coming my way? Again, I feel like y'all's pile lies heavily in the manifestation energy. So that's what we're going to tune into, full disclosure. If you don't vibe with that, maybe not your pile, which is totally okay. Or you can just take what you love and throw away the rest, which is also fine. But I do want to just give that preface that we're probably going to be talking about manifestation quite a bit, because you did get number 1111, which is a heavy manifestation number. All right. So if you've been feeling like, oh my gosh, Liv, like my manifestations are not coming into fruition quick enough. I don't know what's going on. I'm manifesting. I'm doing everything I was told to do and they're not coming. It lies within our thoughts, right? Because even if we're scripting, say one of your manifestation techniques is scripting. If you are scripting and you are, writing down all the things you want to receive, but then you go about your day-to-day not believing any of those things are real, or not believing that they're going to come true, that is going to turn into your reality, right? And that's kind of what it's talking about. Believing that you deserve your manifestations to come into reality, believing that they can. It's hard, right? It's hard to believe that our whole life can change with our thoughts. It's really hard. I've manifested so many amazing things into my life, and it's still hard for me to be like, oh yeah, I can manifest. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you see see the success, even though we see it happen, we have a lot of success stories, even if it's not with ourselves, with other people, it's hard to believe it for ourselves. So if you want to, start really small. Start by manifesting a free cup of coffee or a parking space or a new t-shirt or whatever it looks like for you. Like, start small, understand that it really does work that way, build up that momentum, and then kind of see what happens from there. All right, so let's go ahead and see what your first card is. The energy, the main energy of your pile. That's my cat. Starseed, what freaking lights you up? So we might have some starseed babies tapping in here. Starseeds are souls with a double mission to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that that time is running out and that there is something they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer this call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. All right, absolutely beautiful. And again, starseeds do not have to just be tarot readers. They do not have to just be Reiki teachers. Starseeds could be chefs. Starseeds could be teachers. Starseeds could be pilots. It doesn't matter what it looks like, but your goal here, your double mission, if you've been feeling this energy of like, Liv, I feel like I'm supposed to do something big, I feel like I'm supposed to do something great, but like I simply don't know what it is, I don't know how to even tune into that energy, this is the reading being like, okay, we'll work on that then. Okay, we're gonna find out how we can get you to that double mission, because if you've been feeling that call, if you've been feeling that yearning, it's probably because you're a starseed and you're like, I feel like I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what it is. We're gonna see if we can find out more throughout this reading, but also just understand that I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves when we find out this information of like a double mission. Oh my gosh, I have to do all this work. Okay, it is a responsibility. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is definitely a responsibility to, help the planet and raise its vibration, but it is a responsibility that you are more than well qualified to handle. You are more than up to the task, if that makes sense. Like, you've got this. And again, it's just about raising the vibration, right? How do we raise vibrations? We're happy, we're silly, we're goofy, we're funny, we help people find their inner child. I was just at the craft store the other day getting a sketchbook, and I was talking to the lady in the drive-thru, and we were talking about those dolls that stack, the dolls that like stack, and then there's like 30 in like this one giant doll, and we were talking about that, and all of a sudden she lit up like a freaking candle, and it was talking about how her grandma had those, and it just brought back this childhood memory that had been long forgotten. And that is a way of raising vibrations, right? Being kind to others, being helpful, being passionate, being loving, being kind, being uplifting, being caring, being generous, whatever it looks like for you. All right, so let's go ahead and see pile number 3, 1111. Spirit, please tell us any other messages you have for pile number 3, 1111, with our star seeds group. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy, okay, baby? If you've been feeling stagnant, if you've been feeling like something is just not quite where you feel like it needs to be, you might need to dance, shift, change, and shift your energy a bit to see what it is you need to kind of adjust, right? Because let's be honest, sometimes our life gets stagnant, and it's not saying that there's anything bad or wrong with your current energy or bad or wrong with what you're doing, but sometimes we just need to change, we just need to move, vibe, get in the mood a little bit and change our energy, which again is totally fine. It's not a bad thing at all, but we do have to change our energy. We might need to feng shui our house a little bit, or feng shui our own energy. Dancing is a way in which you can get into flow. Dancing is a way that you can literally flow and dance like no one's watching. Don't try to, well, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but maybe try to just literally let your body move the way it wants to move. If it wants to move crazy or silly or flowy, or it doesn't make sense and you're like, this looks stupid, it doesn't matter what it looks like. You're flowing into love and you're flowing into energy. All right, if you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, flow into energy also, because I told you I was going to talk about this, okay? I told you I was going to talk about this. If we're thinking about manifestation, okay? If we're thinking about manifestation in this sense, dancing and getting into that flow is one of the fastest ways to manifest that there is. Like, it is insane how quick it is, how quick manifestations come into fruition when we dance. Because you know what happens when we dance? We release, right? We release, we go in flow. We no longer put this pressure on the universe or even on ourselves, and we just go in flow. The other day I was trying to get my printer to work, and I was not working for like 4 months, and I just decided to put on Spotify, and I just danced, and I wasn't trying to manifest. I was just dancing and going in flow, and my printer worked immediately, okay? Immediately. And I was like, what is this magic I just stumbled upon? So again, if you are wanting to manifest, if you feel like you haven't been manifesting as quickly as you would like to, dance your way into fruition, okay? And then you got the yes card. Just say yes, baby. What are you thinking about? My cat is going crazy right now. If you hear that thumping, he's scaling the wall, chasing the sunlight, and then jumping back down. He's going insane. He just went to the bathroom, and then after he goes to the bathroom, he gets the zoomies. But if you're wanting to try something new, say yes. If you're wanting to manifest something new, say yes. If you're asking a question before you came to this reading, say yes, okay? The energy of this card is yes, 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 yes. Go after your life's dreams. Are you a starseed? Yes. Do you think that you're here for a double mission? Yes. Are you ready to manifest all of your life's desires into this physical reality because you are a manifesting being? Yes, okay, period. And then you got Anna, grandmother and Jesus. No, sorry, Anna, grandmother of Jesus. And I've never pulled this card before, I don't think. So I'm going to actually read this one for y'all. So I give you like the full tea. But it does literally talk about seeding the light, and you did get the star seed. So we're going to read this card for y'all. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, was an ancient mystic who dedicated her life to laying the foundations for Christ consciousness to be woven through all of life. She is not widely known, but without her, Christ consciousness would not be rising as it is today. Anna represents the quiet dedication that it sometimes is required to live a life of service. She represents the generations that came before that devoted their lives to dreaming a new world into being, while knowing that they would not see the glorious end result. She represents the dutiful soldier, the unconditional mother, and the mystic who can see the thread that is woven through all of life. Anna teaches us that we all have a part to play in the divine plan. It doesn't have to be on the world stage to be significant. One person's part is not worthier than another. One person's part may be to be a mother to their children. Another's may be to gather women in a circle each month. No part is better or worse, more important or less significant. We each have within us a seed of light that we incarnated to share. Anna is gathering us all together to surrender to our part of the plan. Okay, I have some stuff to say about this. Okay, first and foremost, as soon as I was reading that, I was definitely triggered by the whole Christ consciousness energy. And if you also felt that same way and you were like, whoa, this is not the vibe, this is not what I came here to hear, same, bestie. Like, I totally understand, but I just want to remind y'all that this is something I definitely had to work through and go through on my own. And I'm not saying you have to do this in any way, shape, or form, but if you do feel called to do so, just remember that you, like Christ and who he was, Jesus Christ, Christ consciousness, it is not the church, right? The church is what they did with it, is not who Jesus was. It's not who Christ was. And I just like to kind of remind us of that. But also, if that is triggering for you, just throw it away and maybe come back and face the shadow another day, because it was also triggering for me and made me realize I definitely need to work through something, but that's okay. All right, in general though, this card is all about seeding the light and laying those foundations, and understand that you are a part of the divine plan. Especially as a starseed, you are a part of the divine plan. You came here for a reason. It is no coincidence that you are here at this time in this world of this being. Like, it is no coincidence. It is absolutely no coincidence that you are here. Like, you are here to be part of the divine. You are here for the divine reason. You are here to do your part and play your part in this world and just raise the consciousness and have fun and live. Again, I will remind you, in my own personal beliefs and opinions, we did not just come to this earth to work a job we don't love, to pay bills in a house we maybe don't even love staying in, and just go, move, live, eat, whatever, grow old. We're here to live more, okay? Dance with life, have fun, do something to change and shift your energy, have fun in this world. You are given this blessing to be placed on this three-dimensional world for a very specific reason in this very specific year and day and age, and that is not a mistake, all right? And the Anna, grandmother of Jesus, is here to kind of remind you that all happens in the divine plan. The last card you got is the bottom of the deck energy, which is trust your path. If you knew you'd be fully supported, what would you do? I believe that this was in pile number 2. Pile number 2 as well. I am filming this the next day to give y'all my freshest energy, but I believe that this was in pile number 2 as well. So if this is resonating with you, maybe hop over and listen to pile number 2's reading as well. Trusting your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Okay. Again, starseed energy, divine plan. Just say yes. What lights you up? Do something that you would love to do if you were fully supported. All right. If you've been called to make a big change lately, whether it is career or relationship or, etc., I want to first say we are about to enter Mercury retrograde when I am filming this. So if you're watching this when this goes live, wait till after Mercury retrograde to make any big plans or big changes. But if you're watching this whenever, because it's timeless, if you're not in a Mercury retrograde right now, if you've been wanting to make a big plan, a big choice, a big decision, a big move, a big change, say yes, baby, okay? And if you're watching this when this goes live, wait till after a Mercury retrograde, sit on it, think on it, and then say yes, okay? Because you are being called to change your path. The only reason I'm saying not to do it during Mercury retrograde is because I have learned, again, you know, I'm not an astrological queen, but I have learned over my years that it is just the best not to make any big changes during Mercury retrograde, because our feelings are kind of all over the place and our thoughts and emotions can kind of be, you know, it's just not the best time to make a big life-changing decision like that. However, if you have been feeling this way for a while, that is different. And also, if you've been feeling this way just recently, just sit with it through Mercury retrograde. It's not too terribly long. And then come back to this reading and reaffirm that you are ready to make this choice and make this decision, okay? Because you are being called to take the path that you've always been called to do. You are being called to take the path of the starseed, to find that double mission, to raise the vibration of yourself and of the planet and of everyone around you. And again, it doesn't mean you have to like go on the worldwide stage to do so. You being kind to another person raises their frequency. You being a mother to a child, if that's your life goal, that's your purpose, is a beautiful gift and a beautiful blessing. You being a mother to an animal is a way that you can raise the vibrational frequency, right? You being the best, and not the best, but like the sweetest, most amazing teacher, right? You being the most amazing chef and putting love and intention and high vibrations into every single thing you cook. If you are a pilot, putting love and intention into every single thing that you do every time you fly. It's not about having to go on the world stage and make this huge big thing and, you know, start this horrible, that was not what I meant to say. Start this huge like honorable trend in order to be worthy. No, baby. I mean, if you want to do that, awesome. Love that for you. I love that for you. Okay, keep going on that path. That's awesome. But if not, that's okay too. Like, it is not better nor worse to do one or the other. You can be a starseed. You can raise the vibration of the planet by just being you and by just being kind and by just being the most loving and patient and honorable one that you can be, doing whatever you are doing. All right. And again, going back to our manifestations, if you've been wanting to manifest a lot of growth and a lot of change, get ready, because it is definitely on its way to you. But heading back to the number 1111, this does heavily also talk about, as a reminder, to keep your thoughts as best as you can in that high vibrational headspace. And again, if it helps you to just dance and take your mind off of it, please do. It's very fun. It's very suggested here. Going by a body of water might be something you're called to do, because there's a lot of watery energy basically on all of your cards today. And so definitely do that as well if you are wanting to, but just really get your mind in that space of, I deserve everything that's coming my way. I am an amazing, abundant being who is attracting wealth, financial success, emotional success, health success, you know, well-being to me constantly 24/7. All right, now we're going to pull some tarot cards for you, and let's see if there is an additional message for pile number 3, angel number 1111. Pile number 3, angel number 1111. Tarot, what do you have to say? Spirit guide, please, speak through me, speak loudly, and speak clearly. Pile number 3 with 1111. What do you have to say for pile number 3, 1111? 7 of Swords, baby. All right, you might have to defend this path to people that you love and people that just simply don't understand you. You might have to defend this path to your friends and your family and your loved ones. Maybe you are being called to take a new journey, a new job, a new step in a different direction. You might have to defend yourself when it comes to people not believing you, when it comes to people just having their own fears, their own feelings, and their own doubts. Again, their fears, their feelings, and their doubts are their own, and so we don't need to discredit them, but you just might need to stay on the strength side of things, all right? And basically what I'm getting at here with the 7 of Wands too, very, very, very much so, is this energy of understanding that you've got this. So regardless of what your parents say about what you're doing, regardless of what your friends say about what you're doing, again, good of all, harm to none, of course, but like regardless, they're gonna have their feelings, but what I'm being told to tell you is that you have to stand strong for yourself. Yes, we have to stand strong because we don't want to, be succumbed by the energy of our parents, absolutely, or our friends or our families, absolutely, but the message of the 7 of Wands is to take that position for yourself. Don't give up on yourself, all right? When we're talking about manifestations here with the 1111 card, or going on this path, it's not saying saying that it's going to be the most easy, comfortable drive ever, right? You might go over some speed bumps. You might drive through the snow. I don't know what it's going to look like for you. But what I am being told to tell you here is to keep your ground, stand your ground, and stay strong. And yes, to other people, and people might doubt you, people might come for you, not literally come for you, but people might be like, oh my God, that's such a horrible idea. Why do you think you could do that? You're going to fail, etc. Yes, stand your ground there. But I'm also being told, like I've been saying, I feel like I'm just repeating myself, sorry besties, to really stand your ground with yourself and commit to yourself. Commit to spending time with yourself. Commit to doing all those things you've always wanted to do. If you've always wanted to do something or try something or be something new, commit to that, all right? Commit to yourself, understanding that you are worthy of committing to. Again, 1111 manifestation, it talks about having those high vibrational thoughts. That is a commitment, right? We have to kind of choose to let go of our anger, let go of our resentment, let go of our bitterness, and choose to allow manifestations to come into our life. And that is hard, especially for our ego. Our ego wants to be like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to stay angry. I want to stay upset. The world hates me. Everything always goes wrong for me. But you are being called, bestie, to say, no, I'm going to take my position back. All of this fear, all of this energy that's coming after me, no, I'm going to take my position back and stand strong in my truth and stand strong in my knowing, all right? I'm going to jump around for a second really quick because I think it's very interesting, my love, that you got the Hierophant, which the Hierophant represents a lot of things, unity, progression, and all of that. But the Hierophant also heavily talks about like orthodox beliefs, and you got the Anna, grandmother of Jesus card here. So I'm getting two different messages for you, okay? I really do feel like if you are someone who, similarly to me, grew up with a lot of trauma around the church or trauma around religion, this might be a shadow your guides, your angels especially, are trying to get you to maybe look at and see, because I kind of feel like you have this ability to grow so much farther, but there's this one thing holding you back that, and again, I'm not saying this is for everybody, but this is like a very specific message, and it is our still like hatred towards the church. I'm not saying don't hate the church, I have my feelings, okay? But I am saying like take the God, take the Jesus out of the church, right? And I think I've already talked to y'all about this once, the Anna, grandmother of Jesus card. And I just think that's really interesting because the Hierophant is heavily talking about those orthodox beliefs and kind of addressing that. And I do just feel like there is a slight message here for someone in particular that needed to just hear that, okay? So go with that if you will. We're going to jump into the rest of it and give the additional Hierophant message at the end, all right? Bestie, if you've been wanting to manifest financial abundance of any kind, it is on its way to you, okay? Because the Four of Pentacles here, the Four of Pentacles is not only the card of abundance, but it is the card of financial stability and security. So if you've been struggling lately, if you've been feeling a lot of lack money mindset, I believe that is the example I gave in the beginning. If you've been feeling or dealing with a lot of lack money mindset, your guides are reminding you, your angels specifically are reminding you that you are going to be okay. Easier to hear than it is to believe. Trust me, I know. And if you don't even want to hear it right now because it's just too much, take it and throw it away. That is totally okay. All right, but I really do feel like your guides are reminding you that you are going to have the financial stability and security you want. But again, with that 1111 card being annoying, okay, I'm sorry. We have to make sure we're understanding that one, we can manifest our life, the life we dream, into reality, and two, understanding that you deserve to receive this financial success. You deserve to receive this financial abundance and this financial wisdom. You deserve it, baby. You deserve it. And understanding that you deserve it. Understand that you deserve this energy. The Three of Pentacles is all about being celebrated for your hard work and success. And I feel like that is what is to come when you follow this path you are being called to follow. Again, everyone is going to be different. I feel like yours might be something that is creatively driven because you do have a couple of wands here. Creatively driven could mean anything, okay? Creativity is not limited by what society labels as creative, okay? Creative is in so many different aspects. Like I said, cooking, an architect, painting, of course, designing clothes, designing a home, making candles, whatever it looks like for you. You have this creative energy within you that I feel like kind of wants to come to the surface. And if you are being called to take any kind of creative path, if you're being called to take any path that really lights you up in your creative ways, a path of a spiritual teacher, especially with the Hierophant here, because the Hierophant also represents spiritual teachers, spiritual leaders, spiritual guides, coaches, etc. If you're wanting to be a spiritual coach, a spiritual life coach, a Reiki master, a Reiki teacher, a shaman, anything of the sorts, a tarot reader, any kind of spiritual teacher that is also heavily emphasized here, a yoga teacher, anything like that. If you are being called to take one of those paths or any of those paths or any of your own path that you're being called to take, good of all harm to none, it is going to be financially rewarded as well. And again, finances is not the only thing it's going to be rewarded by, but it's going to be rewarded with with abundance. And abundance looks different to literally everybody. So whatever abundance looks like to you, that is the way that it's going to be manifesting. Because the Three of Pentacles is the card of being freaking acknowledged for your work. I feel like you're going to take this path, you're going to shift, move, change, grow, etc. You're going to take this path, you're going to go after what it is you desire. You're going to trust your path, trust your knowing, say yes. And I feel like people are going to start seeing that, because the Three of Pentacles is like, not only are you understanding your value, not only are you understanding your worth, everyone around you is starting to be like, dang, they are killing it. Like, they are doing amazing. I want to buy their product. I want to work with them. I want to collaborate with them. I want to boost them up. I want to donate money to their growth, or whatever it looks like. Like, people are going to start acknowledging you for your success. If you've been wanting to grow in your current company or your current field, this is also a loud confirmation of that as well. All right. But the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands truly are all beautiful cards to get when we're thinking about financial reward or career reward or success of anything on this three-dimensional earth. So if you've been worrying about that, if you've been wanting to manifest that, because like I said, y'all's pile is heavy in the manifestations. I don't know what it is, but y'all's is heavy about that manifestation energy. If that is something you are desiring, baby, it's on its way, okay? Knight of Wands confirmation here. Knight of Wands is the card of action, movement, go, go, go. What lights you up? The Knight of Wands is, the wands represent, right, fire, creativity, passion, urgency. And I feel like this is what you're going to be when you tune into who you truly are. If you don't know what lights you up, good of all harm to none, if you don't know what gets you excited about waking up in the morning and, you know, you can't wait to go to sleep at night because you're just so excited to wake up the next morning and just live your full life, sit with yourself, ask and listen. All right, sit with yourself, learn who you are, date yourself, like whatever it looks like for you, discover who you are, because I feel like there's a lot of movement coming your way, especially with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a beautiful card to get when we're asking about any kind of manifestation, and especially around money. Okay, so if you've been wanting to manifest any kind of financial abundance or financial security, it's definitely on its way to you. Again, we got to keep those thoughts as best as we can in a positive mindset, and remember that we deserve to receive it. We deserve to receive this financial stability, this financial abundance, because the Knight of Wands is the card of movement, baby, the card of action, the card of urgency, the card of yes, I am deserving. Yes, I will take that job. Yes, I will do what serves me. Yes, I will go after my dreams. Thank you for asking. Okay, thank you for asking and coming to my TED Talk. I am amazing. Okay, and then you got the Hierophant at the end here paired. Oh my gosh, you know what's so funny? The yes card is literally making like a over their head, and that's like the shape of the Hierophant. Okay, no coinky dink. All right, the Hierophant, again, I gave that one very specific message about the Anna card there, but the Hierophant in general just heavily talks about learning more about your spiritual self, tuning into who you are, learning more about those things that you've desired. And like I've been saying, if you've wanted to become a spiritual teacher, leader, guide, coach, etc. of any kind, maybe not even for money, but just for fun, baby, pursue it. Okay, of course, wait till after Mercury retrograde and stuff if you're wanting to make like an impulsive decision. But if you've been thinking about this for a while, you're being called to continue to do so. You're being called to follow through. Again, that's a loud message I'm getting for you, pile number 3 is follow through, especially with the Seven of Wands here and trusting your path. I feel this energy that maybe I'm tuning into someone very specific who really has these 1 in a million ideas. They're so freaking cool. They're so unique. They'd be so amazingly successful. And I feel like you really are called to do them, but there's this lack of following through with that initiative, right? We take the initiative, we get excited, we want to go after what it is we want to do, but we struggle with that follow through, right? This is my problem too. I have these amazing ideas. I struggle with the follow through. I struggle with the execution of the idea. And that's a message for you here as well, is to follow through with those ideas. And again, it's not saying that you leave your job to pursue this if that's not what you want to do, but it is saying that you prioritize your time, prioritize your energy, and follow through with these ideas you have, because they are good ones. All right, these are really amazing ideas that are going to be coming to you. And if you're like, Liv, I don't know what you're talking about, sit with your guides, sit in silence and ask them what they're trying to say. I saw this beautiful technique. I don't remember where or when I saw it, but I saw this beautiful technique that is so simple but literally changed this person's life. And they were like, I don't know how to listen to my guides. Like, I don't know how to get out of the situation. And their person told them to just sit and listen. So if you're struggling to understand what it is you truly want to do, if you're struggling to understand, Liv, I don't know how to even find my passion anymore because I've gotten so caught up in this grind of what society tells me I should do that I don't know who I am. I don't know what I like. I don't know what I deserve. I don't know what I desire. Sit and listen. Sit in silence with yourself 5 minutes every day for a week and just see what changes in your life and see what happens. All right. The last cards I'm going to pull for y'all today is the Soul's Journey cards. As always, all the decks and the books I've used are all going to be linked down below for you. So let's go ahead and see if there are any, bless you, Leo, any additional messages for pile number 3. You got the Death card. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So this new change, I just said jobs, that might be what we're thinking. And my cat's about to come up here. This change that we are thinking about right now, okay, there's candles everywhere. Hang on. Y'all know Leo. This is Leo. He's obsessed with fire. He's got a fire addiction. I don't know what his problem is, but he has not come for any of the 3 piles, and he has come for y'all's pile. All right, you got the Death card here. So this might mean that you need to leave something behind in order to grow. And it might not be a literal job for you. It might not be a literal anything, but this could be metaphorical, all right? I want to grow. I want to change, and I want to be a better, more well-rounded version of who I am. But in order for me to do that, in order for me to make that change and make that decision, I have to say goodbye to who I was. I have to say goodbye to who I was when I was living in this energy of, yeah, this is fine. I'm okay being uncomfortable. I'm okay being in pain all the time. This is my life. This is what it is, right? We have to say goodbye to those parts of ourselves. So in a way, it can feel like a death. Or maybe you have just left a job to pursue a passion you've always been dreaming of. That is still a death, and it is still hard. And it's hard to say goodbye, right? It's hard to say goodbye. But again, death in this deck does not mean literal death, but more of like a metaphorical death. But more of a metaphorical death in the sense of something is going to end so something new can be reborn. And the fact that you got growth right next to death is so power, babe. That is so much power. Something is going to end so literally something new can be immediately reborn. Maybe your lack money mindset needs to die so that way your growth money mindset can be born, right? Because how are we going to be rich if we're constantly thinking about how poor we are? How are we going to be wealthy if we're constantly thinking about how much money we don't have? How are we going to be healthy if we're constantly thinking about how much pain we're in, right? How are we going to be happy if we're constantly thinking about how sad we are? You know what I'm saying? So like something needs to go, and it could be a mindset. It could be a way of living. It could be a certain thought pattern or anything like that that needs to leave so something new can be immediately reborn, bestie. It's not like you gotta wait. It's happening immediately. Death then growth, death then growth. You're going to leave something, you're going to say goodbye to something you know is not serving you, and you're going to be immediately reborn into this growth mindset. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Going back to the Hierophant, I'm going to swivel over here because I can't shuffle with my cat there. We love him, but I cannot shuffle. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. That's exactly what the Hierophant is about. Expanding your consciousness, expanding your awareness. Pile number 3, you're being called to grow, my love. Tune into that. If you're called to do any of those things, please experience it, try it. It doesn't mean you have to fully change your whole entire life to do this one thing you're interested in, but read more books about things you're interested in. Take a course, take an online class, whatever it looks like for you, but you're being called to definitely expand your consciousness, expand your awareness, expand your understanding of the world, and expand your understanding of yourself, and that you are a divine being with divine consciousness energy that can create anything that they want with the snap of their fingers. All right, let's go ahead and see if there's any other messages. I'm sorry if y'all cannot see this. My little my little kitty cat is in the way over here. Love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. Love is an incredibly high vibrational frequency for manifesting as well. I know that this has been a heavy manifestation pile. Don't know what to tell you, pile number 3, okay? And committing to the practice of seeing love in our day-to-day is so powerful and so beautiful, because this is the way, and again, for us to raise our vibrations, to see love. Again, I know I'm going to maybe bother some of y'all when I say this, but I sometimes do, not always, but I sometimes do feel like we have a choice to be grumpy or choose to kind of move on and get over it, right? I used to say this to myself all the time, where I'd be like, am I actually upset, or am I choosing to be upset because it's fueling my ego, right? And ask yourself that question and just be really vulnerable and honest with yourself, and sit with yourself and just be like, am I actually still upset, or am I choosing to be upset because it's fueling my ego? And then listen to what the answer is. And if it is the latter, bestie, add more love into your life, whatever that looks like for you. What is something that brings you joy? What is something that makes you feel good? If eating your favorite food makes you feel good, then do that. If playing with your favorite niece or nephew or daughter or son or whatever makes you, I guess we shouldn't have favorites, but you know what I'm saying, makes you feel happy, then do so. If reading your favorite book, taking a long bath, walking along the beach, going in on a hike, whatever it looks like for you, spend time to practice to finding and seeing good in all things, and understanding that it's always there if we're willing to see it. It's always there if we're wanting and are ready to see it. It wants to be there for us, all right? And then you got the health card. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. I have talked about this many times on this channel because I feel like I get this card a lot when doing readings, and I'm very much aware that this, oh my gosh, and you guys got this with the Hierophant and the Anna, mother or grandmother of Jesus. I was specifically, I don't know who it was, maybe it's only one person, everyone else is like, Liv, you're being annoying. Probably, okay, because I am definitely tuning into somebody who is dealing with religious trauma right now, and y'all are trying to push through it, and baby, keep going and keep growing, because on the other side it is beautiful, and you deserve to be free, and you deserve to feel happiness, okay? Because this literal like wording of your physical body, like I will honor my body, I've talked about this before, that is very triggering for me. That used to be, I'm getting better about it, but it used to be very triggering for me to hear that because of what the church would always say of, oh, your body is a vessel, you know what I mean? And they would use that to scream purity down your throat. They would use that to tell you to not get tattoos, okay? Like they would tell you to do they would tell you not to do so many things by this one word of your body is a temple, your body is a vessel. And that is so hard because, to be honest with you, your body is a temple. Your body is this divine goddess being or God being. Like your body is a freaking temple. A he, she, they, them. It doesn't matter it does matter, but it doesn't matter for this scenario what you identify as, because you are a divine being regardless, right? Like your body is a temple, and it's so frustrating sometimes that the church has taken that and twisted it into something that it's not, because it is true that your body is a temple, and it's true that you should nourish it and take care of it, but it doesn't mean the ways that you maybe have been mistreated, okay? And again, that's a very specific message for that religious trauma and that religion healing, so bear with me if that was not for you. But the other additional message for that, dang y'all, pile number 3 are getting me. The other additional message for that with the health card here is that, like I was saying, your body quite literally is a temple. And what I mean by that is, like, I watched this video of Leora Alexandra talking about this, I think 2 or 3 years ago. And it was so powerful to hear her say, she was struggling with her body image and she was talking to her higher self. And they literally were like, this is so silly. Why are you being so hard to your human suit? Your human suit's job is to protect your soul. Your human, like literally, I don't know if this breaks anyone else's brain. Think about that, okay? This suit, this piece of meat that we are walking around and wearing all the time, okay? It's literally meat. That's what this is. Its sole purpose is to protect us. Its sole purpose is to enshrine our soul and to keep it from being damaged, to keep it from being hurt. Its whole purpose is to protect our soul. How beautiful is that, right? Our body wakes us up every single day. Our body wants us to move. Our body wants us to grow. Our body wants us to have nourishment. Your body loves you so much. Why am I about to cry for you, pile number 3? It's probably because I'm still like working on this, but like your body loves you so much and we are so mean to it. You know what I mean? I've struggled with eating disorders my whole life, and it like broke my brain when I heard that because I just felt so bad. Like our bodies love us endlessly, regardless of if we're like, no, they don't. I have this disorder. No, they don't. My body doesn't work right. Baby, your body works perfectly for you and what you are called to learn here on this earth, all right? Don't come for me. If that upsets you, throw it away. I understand. You don't have to take what I'm saying. It's just guidance, my love. But I truly do feel like your body loves you so much, and your body is here to protect you. Your body wakes you up every day. Your body fights tirelessly to fight off sicknesses and illnesses that don't serve you. Your body wants you to live the best life you could ever live in, and we hate it. Why? Why are we so mean to our bodies when they are doing so much to protect us, right? And so remembering that, in fact, yes, your body is a temple. Your body is this amazing vessel that literally protects and loves and cherishes your soul. And it's time to start identifying that, baby. It's time to start realizing that our bodies are here to protect us and we should treat them with respect, right? We're so mean to this vessel that does so much for us. It's so crazy to me. Whenever I heard her talk about that, I was like, oh my God, Like, that's so correct, right? Like, we are so mean to this vessel that literally its whole purpose is to love and protect us, but we're like treating it like crap, slapping it across the face all the time, starving it or overfeeding it or just not feeding it proper nutrients. And so, focusing on your health is not about losing weight. Focusing on your health is not about necessarily gaining weight. Focusing on your health is doing what works for you and what fuels and feeds your soul. For some people, that might look like working out X amount of days or eating certain foods, but for other people, it's going to look different, right? So whatever it looks like for you, honoring your body. If your body is hungry, feed it, okay? If your body is full, let it rest. If your body wants to move, take them on a walk, okay? Literally, it's like it was a pet of yours, right? How would you treat Leo here, okay? This is a loud message from Leo too, because he only came up for one pile today, and it was right when these cards came out. How would you treat Leo, right? If Leo wanted to go on a walk, we take him on a walk. I do take my cats on walks. Maybe that's weird, okay? If Leo wanted to be fed, we feed Leo. If Leo needs love and attention, we give Leo love and attention. We give him joy and harmony because his body is a vessel. This cat is a vessel. This meat suit is a vessel, and you deserve to treat it with kindness and respect, all right? You deserve to love it. You deserve to appreciate it. You deserve to be in harmony with it because it loves you so much, all right? Now y'all making me cry. Hey, let's not eat the string, please. Y'all are making me cry with this because your body, all of our bodies, love us so much, and we just shit on them constantly. So this is a reminder to love your body, nourish your body. And I'm not saying you have to love the way you look. I'm not saying you have to be obsessed with your physique. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is nourish your body, okay? Nourish it. Eat foods that strengthen it. Drink water that fuels it. You know, go on walks if that's what fuels your soul and blesses you, okay? Nourish your body. Do what nourishes your soul and understand that you deserve to receive harmonious love, harmonious energy, health, wealth, and well-being, okay? Oh, pile number 3. Y'all got me in my feels. I really hope that health card resonated with who it was meant to resonate with. I really hope y'all were following me for that one. I know I kind of went off on like a whole tangent, but I really hope it resonated with who it needed to resonate with. I love you guys so much. I am so incredibly grateful that we have been incarnated onto this earth at the exact same time to get to love each other and work with each other. And I'm just so endlessly grateful for you. So thank you so much for all of your love and support. If this reading did resonate, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Giving a comment, giving a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel makes a huge difference for me and my growth. So if you would like to contribute to my growth in that way, that is an easy peasy way to do so, and it means the world to me. I also wanted to give y'all a reminder that I do have a Patreon, which I'm so excited about. You can find all the information down in my description. Stop eating the cord, please, sir. All down below in my description, or you can type in Liv's Light to Patreon and come join the Patreon fam if you would like to. Again, never required, but if you would like to, we would love to have you over there. I wanted to give y'all a reminder that I do accept both tips and donations, which are never required nor an expectation, just received with so much joy and so much gratitude, both at Venmo and PayPal. My PayPal's acting kind of weird, so if you would like to leave me a tip there, just scroll down to my description and click on the link and it should take you right there. I wanted to let y'all know as another reminder that my private readings as of right now are closed until told otherwise. All right, that is his tale. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for blessing me endlessly with your love, your compassion, your kindness, and everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Always remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I will see you cutie patooties for my next video. Bye.